Well, Jimbo, it's playoff basketball.
Gonna be a shootout, ain't it?
Playoff basketball. We're ready here. Shirley will jump center against Trey Reeves for the Bulldogs. Shirley can absolutely jump out of the gym. Shirley wins the tip. Carter to the bucket, lay in, and the foul. Carter swings past Coleman. Three-pointer for Coleman. Got it. 27-25. Lady Rangers fighting. Timeout on the floor. He brings it up to the front court. Man-to-man defense from Muldrow. Tate pull up three. Cash. 45-43. Long three-pointer for Wiggins. No good. Rebound by Rutherford. Shot good. And the foul. Carter into the front court to the bucket. Lane is good for Carter, and we're tied up at 19. But staying in the man-to-man defense. Carter on the drive. Kicks it out. Got an open three-pointer.
Oh, got
good for number 14, Reese.
Jinxing everybody tonight.
Second shot on the way. No good. Wiggins with the rebound. 3, 2, Wiggins at the buzzer. Oh! Benton Coleman over to Collins. Three-pointer. Got it! Got it! And it's good! It's good! They hit it! Boom! Are you all right? Are you dizzy? Good.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Oklahoma City on the campus of Southern Nazarene University. CHSN presents live Oklahoma 3A state tournament action here. Opening round, which is the quarterfinals. The Okmulgee Bulldogs facing the number 2 ranked Douglas Trojans. Should be a great matchup. Brad Cameron live here with my special guest, Larry Owen. Larry, I mean, it's a state tournament. You can't. I mean, if there's not hot for the state tournament, then you might as well not even get in the car and make the trip. You know what I mean?
Right. Basically, this is win or go home, and if you win 3, you get a nice shiny gold ball. So that's what the Bulldogs are going to try to do the next 3 days, is get 3 wins over 3 very talented opponents, and hopefully they go away with a gold ball for the first time in 30 years.
This year's state tournament, the seeding looks off because you have number 4 Okmulgee, you have number 2 Douglas here in the first round, you have number 1 Centennial who will play in the game following this one, all on the same side of the bracket, and that's just because of the area was so tough that you've seen a lot of the teams, and we didn't even mention number 3 Verdigris, they're gone, they didn't even make it. But I guess the competition level is so even at this level that Centennial, Douglas, and Okmulgee, all 3, well, Douglas won, but Okmulgee and Centennial both lost in their area championship games, which put them on the bottom side, and it makes it a tough draw for really either of these 2 teams. You're going to have to play. You win this, you're going to have to play Centennial possibly. And then you're going to have to play in the state championship game. And, I don't know who's going to come from the bottom, but I'll tell you who I think is going to come from the bottom. And that's Sequoyah. And they can shoot lights out, and they're athletic and just a good quality basketball team. And Okmulgee knows that. They've seen them twice, and Sequoyah's beat them twice.
Right. And, and the thing about Sequoyah is their boys are just excellent shooters, and they play great defense. And like I was telling somebody, they have 3 very good shooters in Elon Eagle, the Doherty kid,
and Heron. Yep.
And they can, and then they got a couple other kids that just help them out tremendously. So they're up and down the court, and they hats off to them. They took a ride at Okmulgee and knocked them off. And the thing about Centennials, they're going to play Lincoln Christian in the quarterfinals, and Lincoln Christian is the one that beat Verdigris last Friday in that area championship game. So. Don't count Lincoln Christian out. Don't count Metro Christian out. Those lower-seeded lower-ranked teams they've made it to the state tournament too. So
that's true. And looking at the 3A bracket, you got Sequoyah tonight, who's going to play Kingston. And I don't know if anyone knows Kingston, but they have a legit 6'8" kid inside. That's a good post player. He's only a sophomore, but he could cause problems for Sequoyah. Sequoyah not very big. They're big on the guard side, but you're talking about 4s and 5s. They're not. They don't have much size.
Right.
And then lurking at the bottom, you can never forget about Star Spencer. Always super athletic and one of the best teams, and regardless of class. Now, I did one of their games last year in 4A when they played Roland down at Wilburton, and my God, they were all over the court. They were one of the best teams I've seen last year in Class 4A. Now, they didn't win state championship, but they're always there.
And the thing is, last year Douglas was the 4A champion, and so they dropped down to 3A, and they have a chance to get two. They have a chance to be in the mix for another state championship this year. And just as long as if Okmulgee can play the way they're capable of playing today, they can pull off a big upset against a very good Douglas team today.
That's true. And following this one, we are going to bring you live coverage of Lincoln Christian and Oklahoma Centennial, which is kind of extra basketball for everyone at home. And you get to see the number 1 team in the state, Centennial. It's not your first 2 games today. You're going to get to see the number 1, the number 2, and the number 4 teams in Class 3A opening round matchups. In the state tournament. So we're about 2 minutes from tip. We're going to go to the PA announcer. We're going to do probably the national anthem, and then we'll bring you the starting lineups. Larry, appreciate you joining us. We'll be back after a few words from our sponsors. We're back here. We're ready about a minute and a half from action. We want to thank our sponsors tonight. Exclusively at first here, the scoreboard sponsor, Mabry Bank. I really want to thank them tonight for sponsoring Mabry Bank. At My Mabry Bank, they get involved, they give back, and they go beyond. Located at 101 East 6th Street in Okmulgee. Give them a call at 918-756-7910. That's Mabry Bank. Brad Cameron live here tonight. We want to thank Brahmatech also for backup point of sale and managed IT services in Eastern Oklahoma, Western Arkansas. Give us a call at 479-431-6670 or find us on the web at www.brahmatech.com. Darren Crawford joining me tonight.
Brad, how are you?
I'm excited, and tonight's broadcast is a presentation of CHSN Cookson Hills Streaming Network. Go see us at www.chsn.tv, and you can check out all of our archives, our live stream. I know probably some of you at home already streaming, so
we've got.
Glad you guys are tuning in, and we're going to bring you a good one. We're going to go to the national anthem and the starting lineups.
It is time for some basketball. Welcome to the Sawyer Center on the campus of Southern Madison University for today's Oklahoma State Boys 3A Quarterfinals, featuring the Bulldogs of Okmulgee and the Trojans of Douglas. At this time, we ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem, followed by the starting lineups. And now for today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Bulldogs of Okmulgee. Starting guard, a 6-foot senior, number 10, Jamel Tate. Starting guard, a 6'2" senior, number 23, Michael Simmons. Starting forward, 6-foot senior, number 25, Andrew Robertson. Starting guard, a 6'3" freshman, number 30, Anthony Nelson. And starting guard, a 6'3" junior, number 33, Tevin Nelson. Bulldogs are head coached by Mr. Johnny Draft. And now the starting lineup for the home team, the Douglas Trojans. Starting guard, a 5'9" senior, number 1, Jesse Wilson. Starting guard, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Trajan Edwards. Starting forward, a 6'1" senior, number 11, Nathan Hopkins. Starting at post, a 6'3" senior, number 13, Waylon Walker. And starting at forward, a 5'11" senior, number 20, Corey Mason. Head coach by Kendall Bishop.
Douglas Trojans, Okmulgee Bulldogs. Winner gets a spot tomorrow in tomorrow's semifinal match here again on the campus of Southern Nazarene University.
That's where you want to be.
Where you want to be until Saturday, and then you get to play in the big house.
Right here in
Hey,
the
we want to congratulate all of our local teams that made it to the state tournament. The Beggs girls, gonna probably miss them tonight, but hey, what a great season for Coach Johnson and the Beggs Lady Demons. Congratulations, and we hope you guys win it all. And Preston Lady Pirates and the Preston Pirates also. Congratulations to you guys in the 2A. Crowd's pumped up. We're ready to go. Hopkins, the 6'1" guard, wins the tip over to Edwards. We're going to see Edwards at the point, number 3. He's a good one. Number 13, that's Walker for the Trojans. Walker. We're going to get a whistle and a travel here on Walker, and we'll have a turnover on the Trojans. Emotions, emotions got to be running high here early.
Yeah.
So Bulldogs just need to come in here and play their game and not get excited. Just do what they need to do. Davion Nelson running the point for the Bulldogs. Nelson on the drive. We got a whistle and a charge on Anthony Nelson, the 6'3" freshman. Back up the floor of Trojans. Edwards, number 3, he's their point guard. You'll see him initiate most of the offense. You see number 1 there, Wilson as well, the other guard. Walker, three-pointer from the baseline, no good. Rebound, Nelson. We're going to whistle and a foul on number 11, Naquan Hopkins, and it'll be Bulldog basketball.
See, that was number 30, Nelson.
Anthony Nelson, yep. I want to thank everyone watching at home, tuning in. It's going to be a good one. Number 2, Douglas. Number 4, Okmulgee. Nelson down the court with the ball. Nice behind the back, into the paint, runner. No good. Rebound, offensive putback, good. Robertson. Back up the floor. Edwards between the legs. You get a whistle. Got it, and 1 for number 3, Edwards. Foul's going to be on Simmons, I believe, number 23. That'll be his first. First personal on Simmons, second team foul
on the Bulldogs. Free throw, no good. Rebound controlled by Robertson. Simmons pushes it up the floor. We're going to get a whistle and a block here on number 3, Edwards. So Simmons pushing the pace. We're going to get a blocking foul on the Trojans, so 2 team fouls here early. Officials going to try to keep it tight, try to keep it a clean ball game. Both teams very quick, very athletic. Tate with the ball. Walker on Tate. Tate. Dribble move. Nice cut. Nelson can't get the bucket. Long rebound controlled by Edwards. Edwards pushes it up the floor. He doesn't have numbers. He'll back it out. And the Trojans will set up the offense. Mason, number 20, up top. Edwards on the wing. Mason shoots a 3, the lefty. No good. Rebound tipped up. Andrew Robertson with another rebound for the Bulldogs. Nelson over to Simmons. Simmons to the rim. Blocked, but he's going to draw the foul on the shot. Now send number 23, Michael Simmons, to the charity stripe for the Bulldogs. 6:01 left here, opening quarter. From Southern Nazarene University, Simmons at the line. First shot good for Simmons. Bulldogs take the lead back 3-2 here early. Second shot on the way, got it. Simmons gets the pair. 4-2 Bulldogs. Edwards back up the floor. Over to Mason. Bulldogs in a zone. Edwards couldn't catch it. Going to be turnover on the Trojans, out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog basketball. Little full court man-to-man defense for the Trojans. Nelson runs past it into the paint. Anthony Nelson off the glass, no good. Tip up and in for Simmons. It's 6-2 Bulldogs. Edwards back up the floor. Anthony Nelson on the point of the zone. Crowd getting fired up. The Bulldog, the whole town of Okmulgee, I believe, is down there in the bottom section. Edwards with a nice pro hop, can't get the bucket. Rebound controlled by Tate. Over to Simmons. Bulldogs will push. Simmons into the front court, to the rim, swatted. Nice block, but we're going to get a whistle here, and we're going to get a foul. Simmons doing a good job here for the Bulldogs. You can see him taking it right down the lane. Tries the finger roll, going to get blocked by Mason, but it's going to be a foul, and Simmons back to the charity stripe for the Bulldogs. Simmons at the line. First shot good. Second shot on the way. He got another one. 8-2 Bulldogs. Mason back up the floor for the Trojans. Edwards on the wing. Edwards three-pointer, short. Rebound Robertson. Didn't hit anything on it. Simmons back up the floor to Davion Nelson. Nelson backs in. Kicks it out. Tate for 3. Got it! 11-2 Bulldogs.
I think the Bulldogs are going to play, Brad.
We're going to get a whistle and a reach here. I believe it's going to be on number 30, Anthony Nelson. We see a zone in here for the Bulldogs. We'll see Gardner checking in for the Bulldogs, number 11. He will take Anthony Nelson's spot with 2 fouls. Nelson. High post shot, no good. Rebound, Gardner. Simmons up the floor for the Bulldogs, behind the back on the wing. Dribbles into the paint. Little hanging shot off the glass. Got it from Michael Simmons. The best I've seen the Bulldogs play this year. Timeout on the floor.
Timeout.
Trojans, 4:06 left here, opening quarter. Bulldogs in control, 13-2. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Easy Go Stores. An Oklahoma-based convenience store chain is seeking full-time maintenance tech to be based in the Okmulgee area. The ideal candidate will need to have a working knowledge of electrical, plumbing, carpentry, and the ability to work independently. High school diploma or equivalent is a must, along with a good driving record. We offer the best in benefits: 401k, retirement plan, company vehicle, tuition reimbursement, competitive starting salary, paid vacation, and sick leave. Insurance plans apply at easygostores.com/ourteam. Mason back up the floor into the front court. Edwards. Trojans moving it around. Dribble drive. Edwards kicks it out. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound tipped around. We're going to get it over the back on the Trojans. I'll tell you what. Couldn't be going any better right now for the Bulldogs.
Nope, not at all. Everything's bouncing their way, Brad. Did you expect this?
Not this early. No, I didn't. Bulldogs are playing better than I've seen them. I've covered any of their games this year.
Playing real well.
Playing really, really well.
They're hitting their shots, you know.
Yep, and they're playing good defense.
Yeah, great defense. Keeping everything out on the perimeter.
Nice pass, Gardner. Misses a lay-in.
Wow.
We get a whistle here and a foul on Gardner. Wow, what a pass here by Simmons.
Very nice.
Gardner just mishandled it there. Couldn't get the lay-in. It'll be a foul on Gardner, his first. Fourth team foul on the Bulldogs. Back into the front court. Wilson, Edwards, Mason up top. Cyrus, number 15 in the ballgame now, also for the Trojans. Trojans patient here offensively. Three-pointer, Cyrus from the corner, got it. 13-5, Bulldogs. Nelson with the ball. Backcourt pressure here from the Trojans. Simmons advances it on the wing. Backs in, fall away, spin shot, in and out. Davion Nelson with a rebound to Gardner. His shot no good. Mason with a strong rebound for the Trojans. Overhead pass ahead into the paint, knocked away by Simmons. Offensive rebound inside by Mason, and he's going to draw the foul on the shot. So we're going to see number 20, Mason, go to the foul line for the Trojans. Foul was on Robertson, I believe, his first. At the line, number 20, Mason. First shot, good. Tell you what, Darren, Douglas,
they're accustomed to playing in this tournament, and they're accustomed to going to the playing on Saturday.
Right.
I mean, almost every year. So they're going to come out and they're going to fight.
They're not going to lay down.
They're not going to roll over.
Yeah.
Mason gets the second. 13-7 Bulldogs. 2:15 left here, opening quarter. Bulldogs pass through the press. Robertson to the bucket, can't get the shot. Second shot no good for Gardner. And the Trojans advance the ball back up the floor. Mason on the drive, whistle. Gonna get a blocking foul on Simmons. Good job by Simmons there, cutting that off.
Timeout on the floor. Bulldogs take a timeout. 2:01 left, first quarter. Bulldogs 13, Trojans 7. You're watching
the state tournament on CHSN.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the Okmulgee Times. Mention that you've seen our ad on chsn.tv and get $5 off a new subscription to the Okmulgee Times. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Integrity Roof Plus. Integrity offers 35 years experience, BBB accredited, licensed, and insured. Shingle roof specials, call for details, 918-756-2529.
You know, that last foul there, that blocking foul was Simmons' second foul, so Coach Dreyer got to be aware of his foul situation. He got Anthony Nelson out with 2 fouls. He's going to keep Simmons in, which I understand. Nice backdoor cut, missed the dunk. Mason did. Follow-up is good for the Trojans. Hopkins with the follow. Simmons to the bucket. Hanging shot, no good, but he will draw the foul on the shots. We'll see Michael Simmons.
I'm kind of feeling what Jim was feeling here a couple weeks ago when he's trying to do the.
Yeah, it's a tough job, isn't it? First shot good for Simmons.
Easy.
Yeah, we missed Locklear and Jim today. You know, two of our teammates here, and both guys very valuable to the broadcast. We miss them both.
Valuable.
Second shot, no good. Mason with the rebound. Mason can jump. I mean, he almost flushed that last one over an Okmulgee player. Cyrus, Mason, Wilson on the wing. Wilson on the drive. Lost it. Robertson with the steal. Tate with the ball. Tate been quiet so far, only 1 3-pointer, but I expect to see him get loose here. Pass over the head of Gardner. Going to be out of bounds. So a turnover there by the Bulldogs. And it'll be Trojan basketball with 1:22 left here in the opening quarter. We're going to see number 13 back in. That's Walker. Yeah, Darren, I've already got the roster memorized.
I'm proud of you, man.
How's that?
I figured you would.
Yeah.
You're
about 7 of them, really. That's about it. Edwards.
You're playing playoff caliber.
I'm in playoff
broadcasting.
Form. It's been a long season for us. Cyrus for 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound, Mason. Nielsen comes up with it. He's going to run up the court through the paint, lay in, no good. We're going to get a whistle here, and it's going to be an out of bounds. Looked like it was on the baseline. The ball was down there off the Trojans. I think Mason was down there, and the ball was on the end line there, and it's going to be out of bounds. We're going to get an official's timeout, though. I think we got a equipment problem, a shoe problem for Davion Nelson, but it looks like he's got it figured out. With 58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Tate, 3-pointer. No good. Long rebound. Cyrus with the rebound for the Trojans. And he's going to look up the floor over to Mason. Mason on the wing. Extra pass. Edwards for 3. Got it. Trojans are back. 14-12 Bulldogs. Nelson kicks it out. Gardner going to travel on the shot. It'll be out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball. So Trojans can take the lead back here or tie it with 35 seconds left in the opening quarter. Edwards getting some instruction from the coach. Over to Mason. This little 3-2 zone look here for the Bulldogs. High post, nice spin move inside, shot no good. Rebound Gardner. Robertson, Simmons up the floor. Nelson to the rim, can't get the lay-in. Loose ball, Robertson comes up with it. Robertson with a good pump fake and bucket for Robertson. 1 second, half quarter, good if it goes, no good. Into the first quarter here from Oklahoma City. 3A state tournament, Okmulgee Bulldogs 16, Douglas Trojans 12. You're watching high school basketball on CHSN.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Quality Home Repair, commercial and residential, drywall and paint, exterior and interior, privacy fences and decks. All types of repair on your home, guaranteed work. Call Tony Scott at 918-759-0155. Tonight's game is brought to you by First Family Federal Credit Union. proudly serving our members since 1956. Located at 402 East Main in Henrietta and 100 East 20th in Okmulgee. Stop by one of our offices today or call 918-652-4407 or 918-756-8500. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the Beggs General Store, located at 103 Broadway Avenue in Beggs, Oklahoma. Call them at 918-267-4461. I'd like to thank all of our watchers. We've got about 100 watching us right now, Brad.
Yes. Thank you, guys. If you've been, I haven't really got a chance to thank all the Prague people, but we may have some Prague people watching even. You guys are great. I'm great viewers. And your basketball teams are very impressive. You guys, I know you didn't make it as far as you wanted to, but congratulations to the Red Devils on a good season. And, we want to thank everyone watching. Probably some Okmulgee viewers, I would say, today. Tate with a little shot in the lane. We can get a travel on him before the shot. Should be a turnover on the Bulldogs. How many we got viewing right now? 100?
It's between 96 and 101, 102.
I think I've seen some phones down there on the bottom level down there viewing us. Mason, three, in and out, rebound. Anthony Nelson. He'll dribble it out. Robertson. Ball stolen. Walker to the rim, laying no good. Trojan's going to back it out. Ball's tipped. It's going to be knocked out of bounds off of the Bulldogs. It'll be Trojan basketball. Sloppy play there on that last possession by both teams. See the turnover here. Edwards dribbles up top against this Bulldog zone. Walker for three. Got it. 16-15. Bulldogs with the lead. 6:53 left. Second quarter. Robertson back up the floor. Simmons on the wing. Simmons with the dribble. Ball knocked away. Robertson comes up with it. Nelson through the paint. Tate going to reset the offense for the Bulldogs. Tate on the drive. Into the paint. Little fall away shot. No good. Rebound by the Trojans. We're going to get a whistle here and a foul. I think we're getting a double foul here possibly. That was Anthony Nelson down there for the Bulldogs. That'd be his third. Yeah, it's going to be a double foul. And the possession arrow will stay with the Trojans. So it'll be on Walker and Anthony Nelson. It'll be Trojan basketball. Both teams in the bonus here now from here on out in the first half. Ball tipped, stolen away. Robertson, Simmons, thought about the three, gonna drive through the lane, a little one-footed runner, can't get it to go. A loose ball, we're gonna get a jump ball inside. And it's gonna be Trojan basketball. Mason, Edwards up top, Cyrus on the wing, into Hopkins. Hopkins spin move baseline. Somehow got a shot up, no good. Gardner with a good rebound. Simmons comes out with it. Simmons to the bucket, swatted out by Mason. Tell you what, Mason, super athletic for the Trojans, just everywhere. Man, I think he already has 2 or 3 blocked shots here in the ball game for the Trojans. Davion Nelson at the point for the Bulldogs. Ball thrown out of bounds, intended for Tate there, but might have been a little low. 16-15, Bulldogs with the lead, 5:25 remaining here, first quarter. Back up the floor, Cyrus for three, got it. Trojans take the lead on the three-pointer. Get a trap here. Staying in that backcourt pressure, Simmons gonna shoot a three, got it. Mason back up the floor very quickly. Edwards. Trojans moving it around. Three-pointer Edwards, way off. Nice rebound, though, for the Trojans. They're going to reset the offense. Edwards on a drive through the lane, gets the bucket, and the foul for Edwards.
Count the bucket for Trajan Edwards, who we got the line shooting one.
Edwards will go to the line for the Trojans for an and one situation here. Free throw good. Trojans 21, Bulldogs 19. Backcourt pressure here from the Trojans. Tate with the ball. Nelson and Tate in the backcourt. A lot of pressure. Robertson back to Tate. Open three-pointer. God! Jamil Tate for three. Bulldogs back in front, 22-21. Edwards back up the floor for the Trojans. Cyrus on the wing, ball tip. Stolen by Nelson to the bucket. God! Got the roll. 24-21 Bulldogs back up the floor of the Trojans. Mason on the wing. They're going to slow it down. Edwards going to set up the offense for the Trojans. Three-pointer Cyrus. No good. Long rebound controlled by Edwards. Hopkins in the lane. Stolen by Tate. We're going to get a whistle here and a foul. Didn't see that, but they're going to call a foul on, I believe they're going to call a foul on Tate here. That will be on Tate. That'll be his second. That'll be the 9th team foul now on the Bulldogs. So Trojans are one foul away from double bonus. And we'll see Hopkins at the line for the Trojans. No good. Davion Nelson with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Coach Johnny Dreyer setting it up. Robertson on the drive. Robertson, charge. Nice defense there by the Trojans. I believe that's that was Mason. Mason taking the charge, doing a good job there, getting his feet set and getting into position. That is a player control foul, Darren. So it will be Douglas basketball out of bounds. It won't be a two-shot. Since that's a 10th team foul, it will be a two-shot foul.
Yep. Well, I was wondering about that.
Well, you kind of looked at me.
You could tell.
Yeah, you kind of looked at me, and that's a player control foul, so that's actually not a shooting.
I'll be honest, I got a phone call and my head was not in the game. So
I know. Hey, that's why I'm here, man.
I know. I'm glad your head is in the game.
Mason back up the floor for the Trojans. Inside, Hopkins can't get it. Tipped up and in. Nice job by Cyrus there for the Trojans, getting the tip in. Back up the floor of the Bulldogs. 3:05 left. 24-23 Bulldogs. A lot of pressure. Douglas staying in that pressure defense, and we're going to get another blocking foul here on Mason. And it'll be 1-on-1 situation for number 10, Jamil Tate.
2 for him. 2 for Mason, right?
Yeah, 2 for Mason. Should be a 1-on-1, and Tate knows that. He's standing at the charity stripe. Free throw no good. Rebound by Hopkins. Mason back up the floor. Three-pointer Mason off. Rebound Gardner inside. Davion Nelson will bring it up for the Bulldogs. Tate into the front court. Nice pass. Robertson's going to travel. It'll be another turnover. It'll be Trojan basketball. 2:35 left here, second quarter. I want to thank Mabry Bank again here for our scoreboard sponsor tonight. In Okmulgee, Mabry Bank. Give them a call at 918-756-7910. That's Mabry Bank, and you see them up there. Good-looking scoreboard up there.
Yeah.
The scoreboard sponsor. Edwards back up the floor for the Trojans. Walker on the wing. Pass, nice give inside. Bucket, no good, but there will be a foul on the play. Not sure who that was on. Number 25, Williams, for the Trojans, will go to the line to shoot two. Looks like it was on Gardner. That'll be his second. Williams at the line, first shot good. Williams at the line for his second. And it's good as well. 25-24, Trojans with the lead. Nelson walks it up, and Tate in the backcourt as well. Ball tip stolen by Cyrus. Stolen back by Simmons. Simmons over to Gardner, back to Tate. Pump fake, three-pointer. Good. Tate hits another one, his third from outside. 27-25 Bulldogs. Shot inside, good for Wilson. 27-27. 1:35 left here in the second quarter. Nelson advances it. Lost it. Over to Nelson. We're going to get a whistle. It's going to be out of bounds off Nelson. Kind of got out of control there, going through the paint, and lost it out of bounds. And it'll be Trojan basketball.
Tried to do a little bit too much, didn't he?
Yeah, we'll see Mason back in along with Hopkins for the Trojans. Edwards gets his first rest of the afternoon for the Trojans. I mean, what a beautiful campus here. Southern Nazarene University, a great gym. Of course, they're N.C.A.A. I think they're Division II.
Home of the Crimson Storm. I like that.
I like that, too. That's really cool. We're going to have to get some hats.
Yeah. Be a cool hat to have. Crimson Storm.
3-2 zone look here for the Bulldogs. 1:15 left. In the opening half, Mason on the wing. Drives, kicks it over. Wilson for three. Got it. Wilson for three. 30-27. Simmons on the wing. Tate in the backcourt. He'll dribble it up. Walker on him. 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. Tate. Pull up three-pointer. Got it. Rocked him to sleep and then hit a three. Nice job by Jamil Tate. And we're tied up again at 30. Mason back up the floor. Walker for three. Got it. Back and forth three-pointers. For the Bulldogs and the Trojans, Nelson racing up the floor. Little runner inside. Can't get it. Offensive rebound. Shot up and in for Nelson. 33-32 Trojans. 10 seconds. Back up the floor. Cyrus on the wing. 7 seconds. Mason drives in. We're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a foul here. I believe it's going to be on Tate. That's going to be his third. Wow. Boy, I would get him out. I mean, you only got, 3 seconds left. You can't risk him picking up a fourth. See what Coach Johnny Dreyer does here. He's gonna get someone. He's gonna get Anthony Nelson in. And I bet he comes in for Tate. You can't even let him get a cheap fourth foul here this late. So Tate will get a rest. Anthony Nelson in. 33-32 Trojans. Mason at the line for his second shot. Got it.
2-point game. It's been a good one so far, huh?
Yeah, Bookman in now for the Trojans. Simmons catches it on the run, is going to take an extra step, going to travel, and that's going to give the Trojans the ball back with 2 seconds left, 2.5 seconds. So we'll see if the Trojans can get a shot off here. (34-32) Trojans. Cyrus going to inbound it for Douglas. Hopkins to the rim, blocked, and that's it for the first half.
Douglas Trojans 34, Okmulgee Bulldogs 32. You're watching state basketball coverage on CHSN. We'll be back after a few words from our sponsors.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Greg Marriott, Certified Public Accountant, offering personal service and expertise, located at 215 East 8th Street in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. Call for a free initial consultation, 918-756-9180. Also tonight is brought to you, or this afternoon is brought to you by Harlan Ford, built Ford tough. Visit our new location on North Highway 75. Call 918-756-FORD. That's 918-756-2075. Today's game is also brought to you by Sonic of Okmulgee. Happy hour every day, 900 East 6th Street in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. Call 918-756-2700. McClendon Winters Funeral Home, serving Okmulgee County, 303 East 7th Okmulgee, Oklahoma. 918-756-1677. Today's game is also brought to you by RPI, engines, pumps, compressors, automotive parts, and more. Located at 5401 Northwood Drive in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. Call 918-758-0863. Kern Street Collision Center, located at 420 South Kern Street in Okmulgee. Call 918-756-3844. Today's game is also brought to you by the First United Methodist Church at 8th and Seminole in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. They invite you to join them on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. and Sunday school at 10 a.m. Today's game is also brought to you by Easy Go Stores. An Oklahoma-based convenience store chain is seeking a full-time maintenance tech. We offer the best benefits, 401k retirement plan, company vehicle, tuition reimbursement, competitive starting salary, paid vacation and sick leave, insurance plans. Apply at easygostores.com/ourteam.
Your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times, news that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times, news that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories. Your community. Your government. Your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories. Your community. Your government. Your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories. Your community. Your government. Your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories. Your community. Your government. Your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories. Your community. Your government. Your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Cookson Hills Streaming Network. And now, back to the action.
We are back here live from Southern Nazarene University.
Halftime score. Douglas Trojans 34, Okmulgee Bulldogs 32. Been a good one so far. Bulldogs came out early and really pushed the pace and got up by about, 12, 13 points.
Yeah.
And then Douglas, as they are, the number 2 team in Class 3A, they're going to fight back. And they have, and they got a 2-point advantage here at halftime.
It's been a good one, been exciting, been a lot of back and forth, and you wanna go over some of these stats?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
All right. We're being led. Douglas is being led by looks like Edwards and Cyrus with 8 points apiece. They're spreading it around. I mean, we get Wilson, Mason. Mason has 6 points. He has the 3 blocks, three rebounds, and then you've got Wilson with 5 points, Walker with 3, Hopkins and Williams with 2. Williams has about 4 rebounds that I've counted. I don't know if I'm getting them all. Okmulgee's being led, of course, by actually led by Simmons and Tate. No surprise there. They both got 12. Nelson's got 4. Robertson's got 4. So, and then Gardner, Robertson, they're leading in rebounds. Tate, Simmons, Robertson, Nelson all have a steal. And then I think, was it Nelson that got that block there at the end of the half? I believe I saw him in on it. I don't know. I couldn't exactly.
There was 2 Bulldogs there on that block, but I think it was Davion Nelson there with the block.
So anyway.
Good job, Darren. You're doing a good job over there, man.
I'm doing my best.
I'm going to call you Darren Loch Ness.
Darren Loch Ness. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. We do miss our old buddies Loch Ness and Jimbo.
We do.
Today from Salisaw. Bulldogs get it in here. Silver doing a good job on the camera this afternoon.
Great job.
Stepping up her game. She can't hear us. She don't have a headset, but she's doing a good job over there. Dribble drive, Nelson. Kicks it out. Tate, pump fake, jump shot. Got it. Jamil Tate, little 16-footer. Ties it up here in the third quarter, 34-34. Trojans back up the floor, baseline drive. Mason can't get it. Rebound inside, up, tip out. The Trojans will reset. Wilson with the ball. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound Robertson. And Nelson will walk it up. Simmons on the wing. Tate. Nelson in the post. Robertson out to Simmons. Thought about the 3. Going to drive baseline. Floater. No good. Tip up and in. Good for Robertson. And the Bulldogs back in front. 36-34. 6:42 left here. Very quick off the dribble was Edwards. I tell you what. He was in the paint before the Bulldogs even moved their feet. Watch this here. Look. He was in the middle of the zone before they even knew what happened. Edwards very quick. Listed at 5'8", but I think that may be a stretch. More of 5'7" range for Edwards, but very lightning quick off the dribble. First shot good for Edwards. He is their catalyst on offense, Edwards, the point guard for the Trojans.
Yeah, he's leading the team now with 9.
Second shot, no good. Davion Nelson with the rebound. 36-35, Bulldogs with the lead. Nelson brings it up. Man-to-man defense for the Trojans. Robertson, Tate, Simmons. Nelson backs down, loses the ball, out of bounds. It'll be off Walker. It'll be Bulldog basketball. Robertson to inbound. To Nelson. Robertson. Simmons. Simmons to the rim. Can't get the bucket. Rebound Walker. Spun out there on the shot. And Mason back up the floor for the Trojans.
Mason pump fake. Back to Wilson. Wilson will set up the offense. Bulldogs staying in the zone here. Little 3-2 zone. Wilson for three. Got it. Wilson doing a good job shooting the basketball tonight. Excuse me, this afternoon for the Trojans. Nelson dribbles it up through traffic. Anthony Nelson all the way to the rim. Can't get the lay in. And the Trojans back up the floor. Hopkins lost it. Mason drives. And they will reset the offense. Throws it out of bounds. Mason did. Looking for Wilson over there. It'll be a turnover. 38-36. Trojans with the lead. 5:10 left, third quarter. You're watching CHSN. You're home for local high school athletics. Tell you what, we're statewide pretty much, aren't we?
Yeah,
aren't we?
Absolutely.
You guys want us to come to a game, let us know. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Simmons with the drive in the bucket for the Bulldogs. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, and then click the little bell for notifications. You'll be notified every time we have a live stream. Hopkins on the drive baseline. Going to get fouled. It's going to be, bucket won't count. It'll be on the floor. It'll be Trojan basketball.
Personal foul against the Bulldogs, number 33, Devion Nelson. That's the first personal, second team foul.
That was on Nelson, his first. Three-pointer Walker. No good. Long rebound controlled by Anthony Nelson. Over to Simmons. Simmons will bring it up the floor. Get a whistle here. We're going to get a reach on Walker, number 13. And it'll be Bulldog basketball. That'll be the first team foul on the Trojans. That'll be the third personal on Walker. Simmons gets a bucket. Nice pass by Davion Nelson. Back up the floor. Williams for three. Got it. 41-40. Trojans back and forth here. Nelson brings it up the floor for the Bulldogs. Tate. Three-pointer. In and out. Long rebound controlled by Hopkins. Simmons with the steal. Left hand inside. Can't get it, but Simmons will draw the foul for the Bulldogs. And we'll see number 23, Michael Simmons, at the line for Okmulgee. .344 left here, third quarter. Trojans 41, Bulldogs 40. Simmons at the line can retake the lead. First shot, no good. First miss of the night from the line for Simmons. This play's starting to pack out a little bit, isn't it? Starting to fill this place up.
So are our bleachers there, Brad.
Huh?
Our bleachers are packing out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm online.
Second shot no good for Simmons. 41-40 Trojans. Back up the floor, three-pointer. Wilson way off the side of the backboard. Nelson advances it into the paint. Going to draw the foul. Good job by number 33, Davion Nelson, taking the ball to the bucket for the Bulldogs. Nelson at the line. You get got some moisture on the floor. See the official down there mopping it up. Coach Johnny Dreyer doing a good job out there bringing the towel. Not throwing in the towel, but bringing it out for mopping purposes. Free throw no good. Second shot on the way for Davion Nelson. No good. Bulldogs struggling here. Last two trips down the floor, they can't. 0 for 4 from the charity stripe.
Edwards back up the floor, initiating the offense for the Trojans. Mason dribble drive into the middle. Nice up and under shot there with the finger roll from Mason. 43-40, Trojans with the lead. 3:10 left third quarter. Davion Nelson across the timeline. Man-to-man defense for the Trojans. Nelson, Robertson up top. Robertson on the drive. Nice shot off the glass for Robertson. 43-42 Trojans. 2:50 left third quarter. Back into the front court is Edwards and Wilson. Wilson on the drive. Kicks it out. Edwards. Williams for three on the baseline. Short. Rebound controlled by Nelson. And Nelson will walk it up the floor. Mason. Man-to-man defense for the Trojans. Nelson. Simmons in the post. Simmons backing down. Inside, shot no good. Rebound Williams. Ball tipped, stolen. Anthony Nelson to the rim, gets the bucket off the glass. 44-43, Bulldogs. Back up the floor. Edwards going to set up the offense. Mason thought about the three. He's going to kick it inside. Williams fouled. Shot no good, but Williams will go to the charity stripe for the Trojans. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Oklahoma State basketball playoffs, state quarterfinal action. Thursday afternoon game here live from Southern Nazarene University in Oklahoma City. Again, the quarterfinals and the semifinals will be here, and then the final Saturday will be in the Big House. First shot good for Williams.
Seems like the
Hey, if you want us to bring it to you, you got to go to the NFHS and complain to them and say,
NFHS,
hey,
yeah.
we want CHSN to stream all the state tournament games.
They may not be too happy about that.
They may not like that, but hey, we would do it, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we, Darren?
We would. Yeah.
Second shot good for Williams. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick timeout. Trojans 45, Bulldogs 44. You're watching state basketball on CHSN. We want to thank our scoreboard sponsor tonight. Mabry Bank is my bank. They get involved, they give back, and they go beyond. Located at 101 East 6th in Okmulgee. Give them a call at 918-756-7910. That is Mabry Bank. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bramatech. For backup point of sale and all managed IT services, give us a call at 479-431-6670 or at www.bramatech.com.
Seems like they're getting a little bit more production than normal out of Robertson tonight.
Robertson, he's not a big-time scorer, but he does his job, and he's a really good rebounder. Nelson on the drive, up and in for Davion Nelson. And he's fired up as he runs back down the floor. Jump shot good. 21 there on the shot. I have to get his number. It's going to be out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Nice defense there by the Trojans. That is Shaquille Hopkins. Naquan Hopkins, number 15. There's Cyrus for three. No good. Nelson with the rebound. 47-46, Trojans with the lead. Nelson going to take an extra dribble there, a double dribble. That'll be a turnover. It'll be Trojan basketball. 1:25 left third quarter. We got a good one here, 1 point ball game. Douglas with the lead. Bulldogs staying in the zone. Three-pointer, Edwards off. Nice rebound by Mason. Simmons with a block, but they're going to get him with a foul. And we'll see number 20, Mason, go to the line. Mason nodding his head there. He was happy about that foul.
At the line, Mason. Free throw good. See Jordan in the ballgame for the Bulldogs. Brody came over here a while ago. He goes, Dad, Metro Christian's here. They play the last game tonight, but they're right behind us here. He's like, Dad, Metro Christian's here. Second shot good, 49-46 Douglas. 1 minute left here, third quarter. Anthony Nelson, Davion Nelson in the backcourt. Nelson, nice pass. Jordan off the glass, can't get it to go. Tip up and in, no good for Gardner. And we're going to have a whistle here and a foul on the Bulldogs. Well, Gardner, he's struggling tonight.
Yeah.
Can't get anything to go.
Yeah, he can't get anything to fall, can he?
No, I mean, just easy. Bunnies right at the bucket, can't get them to go.
Yep.
So Trojans with the ball, Trojans with the lead, 49-46. 40 seconds to go. Bulldogs staying in the zone. Cyrus, Edwards, Mason up top for the Trojans. Cyrus going to shoot the three on the wing. Short. We're going to get it on the back here on Hopkins, number 21. And it'll be Bulldog basketball with 32 seconds left. That's the fourth team foul on the Trojans. Second on number 21, Hopkins, Shaquille Hopkins. Ball stolen. Cyrus with the easy put in. Bulldogs doing too much passing in the backcourt.
Yeah.
Robertson, Nelson, 15 seconds. Loose ball. Get a whistle and a jump ball situation. Mason and Nelson talking over there on the sideline. Coach Johnny Dreyer getting control of him, trying to get him back down the floor. This is where you don't want to lose it. You want to keep it, stay in the game. You're down by 5.
Keep your composure.
Keep your composure. 10 seconds. Edwards walks it up. Mason on the drive. You're going to get a whistle and a foul here on the Bulldogs. It's going to be on the floor, so it'll be Douglas basketball with 3 seconds left.
That's 4 for Gardner.
Yeah, it is the 4th on Gardner. Edwards, three-pointer. Short. Rebound, Nelson, and that'll do it for the third quarter. We go to the fourth quarter here from Southern Nazarene University. Douglas Trojans 51, Okmulgee Bulldogs 46. You're watching State Basketball Tournament on CHSN. Tonight's broadcast is a presentation, is sponsored by Easy Go Stores. An Oklahoma-based store chain is seeking full-time maintenance tech to be based in the Okmulgee area. The ideal candidate will need to have a working knowledge of electrical, plumbing, and carpentry and the ability to work independently. High school diploma or equivalent is a must, along with a good driving record. We offer the best in benefits, 401k, company vehicle, tuition reimbursement, competitive starting salary, paid vacation, and sick leave, and insurance. Apply at easygostores.com/our-team.
Here we go, Brad. Fourth quarter. Getting loud.
It is loud in here.
Bulldog fans fired up. Douglas fans fired up. Brad's fired up.
I'm fired up. Winner advances to tomorrow's semifinal matchup here at Southern Nazarene University. Tate with the ball. I expect maybe Tate and Simmons to have the ball a lot more here for the Bulldogs in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Simmons on the wing. Nelson, Tate with the ball. Tate, go turn around jumper, can't get it to go. Loose ball. Mason comes up with it, back up the floor to the rim. Bucket is good. Number 15, Cyrus with the scoop shot inside. Simmons races up the floor to the rim. Left hand shot, no good. Trojans with the rebound. Cyrus. Tell you what, Trojans may start to put this away here. Bulldogs trying to run. They need to just be patient and try to run their offense, try to get some good looks. Maybe get some looks for Tate outside. We're going to get a travel here on Mason. Good defense there by the Bulldogs. And it'll be Okmulgee basketball.
Yeah, they're not out of this. I mean,
No, they're not.
We have a whole quarter left.
Tate with the ball. Man-to-man defense. Wilson full court, man-to-man. Robertson, Simmons. Simmons to the paint. Step back jumper. Look, partially blocked. It's going to be off the Trojans, out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog basketball. 6:54 left here, fourth quarter. 53-46, Trojans with the lead. Nice pass, shot no good for Nelson. And Wilson runs it out ahead to Williams. Thought about the three. And they'll reset the offense. Nelson. Excuse me. Mason with the ball. Don't know where that pass was going, but Simmons comes up with it. Simmons dribbling through traffic, pull up three-pointer. No good, rebound. Williams, bodies crashing on the floor everywhere. Mason to the paint. Out of control, but it's going to draw the foul on the shot. So we'll see Mason go to the line for the Trojans. Again, want to thank everyone watching this afternoon. We want to thank all of our sponsors.
4 on Anthony Nelson.
Mason at the line. How's Mason doing this afternoon, Darren, stat-wise?
Mason. Can't find him.
We got a timeout on the floor. We'll get back to you. 53-46, Trojans with the lead. 6:16 left. Fourth quarter. You're watching high school basketball on CHSN.
Today's game is brought to you by Integrity Roof Plus. Integrity offers 35 years experience, BB accredited, licensed, and insured. Shingle roof specials, call for details. 918-756-2529. Quality home repair, commercial and residential. Drywall and paint, exterior and interior, privacy fences and decks. All types of repair on your home and guaranteed work. Call Tony Scott at 918-759-0155. First Family Federal Credit Union, proudly serving our members since 1956. Located at 402 East Main in Henrietta and 100 East 20th in Okmulgee. Stop by one of our offices today or call 918-652-4407 or 918-756-8500. Brad, I've got on Mason, I've got him. He's got 10 points, 3 rebounds, a steal, and 3 blocks. Did you hear that?
No, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
What was it?
On Mason, I've got 10 points, 3 rebounds. He's got a steal and 3 blocks.
He's a quality player for the Trojans. Mason and Edwards, they both stand out to me for Douglas. First shot good for.
And you got Cyrus. Cyrus is.
Yeah, Cyrus, off the bench.
Yep. He's leading the team with 12.
Second shot on the way, good. If you guys I think we got some viewers from Lincoln Christian that are chiming in here. Maybe Vicky Jones and Himby, maybe?
They're Okmulgee Bulldogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I get my Bulldogs confused sometimes. Nice
It
pump
happens.
fake by Simmons, and he will draw the foul. I want to thank Vicky Jones and Himby for watching the game. Nice move there by Simmons. Going to draw the foul and go to the line.
Shaquille Hopkins is third personal, fifth team foul.
Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. 54-46, Douglas with the lead. 5:58 left. It's time to close that lead here for the Bulldogs. Simmons at the line. First shot, good, no good, off the front iron.
They're going to have to start hitting some.
You got to hit some free throws. You got to make free throws in the state tournament. Second shot on the way. Got it. 55-47. 5:52 left here. Wilson sets up the offense for Douglas. Okmulgee still in the little 1-2-2 zone look here. Robertson up top. Trojans going to do a lot of dribbling up top here. Going to get as much of that air out of the basketball as they can. Mason, pump fake, runner, got it. One-handed shot by Mason in the paint, good. 57-47, 10-point lead, largest of the game for the Trojans. Simmons on the wing, drives, hangs, playing good for Simmons. 57-49, back into the front court, Mason for the Trojans. 5:05 left, fourth quarter. Wilson, Williams up top. Wilson drives, finds Cyrus from the corner, three-pointer no good, rebound long, backside rebound by Simmons up to Nelson. Nelson into the paint. Not a good shot by Nelson, up and under, can't get it to go. Back up the floor is Williams. Williams pro hop, left hand, can't get it. Tate comes up with a rebound, pushes it to Nelson, back to Simmons for three. No good. We're going to get a whistle, and it's going to be out of bounds off Nelson. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout. 4:30 left here. Fourth quarter. Trojans 57, Bulldogs 49. You're watching high school basketball on CHSN.
Today's game is brought to you by the Beggs General Store, located at 103 Broadway Avenue in Beggs, Oklahoma. 918-267-4461. Also brought to you by Greg Marriott, Certified Public Accountant, offering personal service and expertise. Located at 215 East 8th Street in Okmulgee. Call for a free initial consultation. Call him at 918-756-9180. Today's game is brought to you by Harlan Ford, built Ford tough. Visit our new location on North Highway 75, 918-756-FORD. That's 918-756-2075. We're also brought to you by Sonic of Okmulgee. Happy hour every day at 900 East 6th Street in Okmulgee. Call us at 918-756-2700. Be sure to go by and thank our sponsors. Without our sponsors, we're not able to do stuff like this. So bring you state tournament basketball during the day.
Can't beat it. Douglas with the ball here, 4:25 left, fourth quarter. Inside, Mason over to Edwards. He's going to pull up at 16 feet, and he drains it from the wing. Good shot by Edwards. 59-49 Trojans. Simmons back into the front court, dribbles. Spin move, going to draw the foul.
Nope.
It's going to be on Mason. Excuse me, no, it's going to be on Simmons.
Nope, calling him for a travel.
So a traveling violation on Simmons. Looks like they got some moisture down there on the floor.
He did it real slow, but he did this. You know.
It shows emphasis.
He did. We've had a couple of them referees that show emphasis this year.
Yeah, we do. So Douglas will get the ball here with 4 minutes remaining with a 10-point advantage, 59-49. State basketball tournament quarterfinals here from Southern Nazarene University. Edwards with the ball. Out to Wilson. Wilson, a lot of dribbling. Staying in the zone here. It's going to be out of bounds off of Edwards.
No, it's going to stay with Douglas. Well, I thought Nelson deflected it off Edwards there, but it's going to stay with the Trojans with 3:45 left here. Edwards with the ball in the backcourt. High post, Mason kicks it out. Wilson on the drive, back to Mason. Patient offense here for the Trojans. Inside, jump hook, no good for Hopkins. Loose ball, Simmons comes up with it over to Tate. Tate advances it into the front court. Tate for three, guarded, got it. 59-52, Trojans. 3:08 left here in the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Following this game, we will have Lincoln Christian and Oklahoma City Centennial. Good trap over there by the Bulldogs. Simmons comes up with a steal. Over to Tate. 2:45 left. Tate advances it across the timeline. Man-to-man defense.
That's 6 steals for
Whistle and a foul here. We're going to get a reach on Mason. And that will be the 6th team foul on the Trojans. So there will not be a 1-and-1 situation here. They had a foul to give. So it'll be Bulldog basketball with 2:39 left.
That's 6 steals for Simmons.
6 steals.
Yep. He's having a heck of a game. 19 points.
Tate with the ball. Wilson man-to-man on him. Simmons catches it in the post. Spin move. Can't get the lay-in. Rebound Mason. Edwards brings it up. Lob pass. Dunk by Cyrus. On the alley-oop dunk. Edwards, you see it right there. And a nice flush by Cyrus. We're going to whistle in the backcourt. Can we go back and see that one more time? I'm sorry. That was number 11, Hopkins, on the dunk. The 6'1" guard. And that'll get your home fans fired up.
Yeah.
We'll see Nelson at the line for the Bulldogs.
That was it that dunked that?
Number 11, Hopkins.
Number 11, okay.
Nelson at the line. Free throw good. 61-53, Douglas. Second shot, no good. Hopkins with a rebound. Coach Dreyer trying to get a timeout there on the made, but Nelson missed it. 8-point lead, 2:05 left. Cyrus dribbles it out front. Mason, Edwards. Ball tip, stolen by Robertson. Tate on the drive, pull up at the elbow, got it. Timeout on the floor, timeout, Bulldogs. 1:47 left, fourth quarter. Douglas Trojans 61, Okmulgee Bulldogs 55. You're watching State Basketball Tournament on CHSN.
Today's game is brought to you by McClendon Winters Funeral Home, serving Okmulgee County, 303 East 7th Okmulgee, 918-756-1677. Also brought to you by RPI, engines, pumps, compressors, automotive parts, and more. Located at 5401 Northwood Drive in Okmulgee. Call 918-758-0863. Also brought to you by Kern Street Collision Center, located at 420 South Kern Street in Okmulgee. Call 918-756-3844.
Douglas basketball, 1:47 left, fourth quarter. We appreciate everyone watching from home. Live chat with us if you want.
We will take some of your questions here momentarily. Edwards dribbles it up on the wing, misses it. Tate with the rebound. Bulldogs with the ball back, down 6, 61-55. Tate dribbles it into the front court. Nice pick by Robertson. Simmons with the ball outside, back over to Tate. Tate gets the pick. To Robertson, stolen. Hopkins, one-handed flush. Nelson with the ball, back down the floor. Nelson into the paint, gonna get a whistle and a foul here. We'll see Nelson go to the line for the Bulldogs. You see Hopkins run out, one-handed flush. Hopkins at the line, free throw, no good. Tell you what, that's been the killer for the Bulldogs here in the second half. They've shot under 50% from the foul line, and that hurts when you get to the state tournament. 1:04 left, 63-55. Douglas, 8-point lead. Nelson can cut it to 7 right here, and he doesn't. Misses again. Mason with the rebound over to Edwards. Back up the floor. Ball tip stolen by Anthony Nelson. Going to get a whistle, and going to be a technical foul here. They're going to get a technical on Coach Dreyer, I believe. I think they whistled a carry and then a technical foul on Coach Dreyer because he came up off the bench and he was upset that Nelson didn't draw the foul while he was, advancing the ball up the floor. So we'll see number 20 Mason shoot the technical here for the Trojans. No good on the free throw. He'll get one more. Second shot, good for Mason. It'll be Douglas basketball. 64-55. Timeout on the floor. 53 seconds left here. Trojans 64, Bulldogs 55. You're watching high school basketball on CHSN.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the First United Methodist Church at 8th and Seminole in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. We invite you to join them. Sunday service 9 a.m. and Sunday school at 10 a.m. We're also brought to you by Easy Go Stores, an Oklahoma-based convenience store chain is seeking a full-time maintenance tech. We offer the best in benefits: 401k retirement plan, company vehicle, tuition reimbursement, competitive starting salary, paid vacation and sick leave, insurance plans. You can apply at easygostores.com/our-team.
As soon as this game is over, ladies and gentlemen, we do ask for cooperation in clearing the lower level as quickly as possible. Fans from Douglas.
Well, here we go, Brad.
Yep, want to thank all of our viewers at home.
Yeah.
We got a lot of them today.
I think we've got some Sequoyah fans that are.
Yeah, Angie, I don't believe it's possible that we may do the Sequoyah boys here at this site, but I'm not sure. I don't. Yeah, I think the 3A stolen by Robertson. I don't believe the 3A girls. I think they're all the way across town at Midwest City Carl Albert. Yeah. So I don't see us doing that now. In the future, we've talked about doing 2 teams, and it would be great to have 2 teams up here in the state tournament. We could just kind of move around and do, various games. It'd be awesome. So we'll see Robertson at the line for the Bulldogs. Free throw, no good. Rebound by Tate. Putback is good. Timeout, Bulldogs. 44 seconds left. Fourth quarter. Trojans 64, Bulldogs 57. You're watching the high school basketball state tournament on CHSN.
Yeah, it looks like we have some Trojan basketball fans. watching in.
Yeah. I want to thank all of our sponsors again. Mabry Bank, our scoreboard sponsor. Mabry Bank in Okmulgee. Give them a call at 918-756-7910. That is Mabry Bank. I want to thank Easy Go Stores. And remember, the Easy Go Stores, they're looking for a maintenance tech. So you can apply online at easygostores.com/our-team. Integrity Roof, Quality Home Repair, First Family Federal Credit Union, Beggs General Store. I want to thank you guys for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Back up the floor is the Trojans. Williams on the wing. You get a whistle. Robertson's going to pick up a foul over there and going to send Williams to the line. Greg Marriott, the certified, the CPA. I want to thank him in Okmulgee. Harlan Ford, of course, Sonic of Okmulgee. McClendon Winners Funeral Home. RPI, Engine Pumps, Compressors. Kern Collision Center. First United Methodist Church of Okmulgee. I thank all you guys for sponsoring. Williams at the line for the Trojans. 36 seconds left. First shot, no good. Rebound, Tate. 7-point lead. Up the floor. Simmons pull up three. No good. Long rebound by Williams. And we're getting a whistle and we're getting a foul here on Nelson. Boy, they really needed that one.
Yeah.
Personal foul against the Bulldogs, number 33, Devion Nelson.
Yeah, it's getting harder and harder.
Second on Davion Nelson with 27 seconds left. So Trojans looking to advance to the semifinals in the Class 3A state tournament bracket. And that will be tomorrow evening here at Southern Nazarene University. That'll be at 8 o'clock semifinal matchup. And they will take on the winner of Centennial and Lincoln Christian. But if they keep missing their free throws here, Okmulgee's got opportunities.
Yeah, they've got a little time.
You gotta hit some shots. Second shot on the way, good. 8-point lead, 65-57. Simmons with the ball. Up the floor. Ball knocked away. Tate comes up with it. Long three-pointer. Got it! Jamil Tate hit a 25-footer. And we got a timeout on the floor. 65-60. Trojans with 16 seconds left. Man, what a shot there. Long three-pointer for Tate. Again, Mabry Bank, want to thank them for being our scoreboard sponsor this evening. You go see them at 101 East 6th Street in Okmulgee, or call them at 918-756-7910.
Need to thank them for them just nice-looking colors up there on our scoreboard.
Yep. Hey, and also, tonight's broadcast is a presentation of Cookson Hills Streaming Network, CHSN.TV. Go check out our archives. We got a lot of content on there, basketball and football. Of course, we are the best, and we know it, so, you know.
We're not afraid to say it.
No, we appreciate all of our viewers, though, especially chatting with us and chiming in. We appreciate you guys watching, and we appreciate bringing it to you. So we got a whistle here and a foul, I believe, on Robertson here in the backcourt. And that's going to be the 10th team foul. So that's going to be double bonus time for the Trojans. It'll be Edwards, number 3, at the line for Douglas. He'll shoot a couple. With 15 seconds left. Tell you what, Jamil Tate put on a good show here tonight with a lot of three-pointers. Misses it.
Oh, good.
And Tate can hit another one right here. I mean, we got a 2-point ball game.
Yep.
15 seconds left. So the Bulldogs going to have to get the ball off the floor. Second shot, good for Edwards. They get it in. Robertson, Tate, 12 seconds. Up the floor, Simmons. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Wilson. And that's going to do it right there. Wilson will draw the foul, and Wilson will go to the line for the Trojans. So what a good season. I know it's not what you want to do is go to state and lose in the first round, but a good season, and the Bulldogs appear in the state tournament. And congrats to Coach Johnny Dreyer and company
Hey, they played
a
well.
good
I mean,
job.
They played well against a great
They played
team.
well
I mean,
against, number 2 team in the state. And again, Douglas coming down from 4A, so, what a game.
Yep.
Free throw good for Wilson. Again, the Beggs Lady Demons tonight, they'll be playing at Carl Albert, I believe, against, who are they playing? Comanche, I think, is who they're playing. And we want to also congratulate Tahlequah Sequoiah's boys and girls. They will be playing the boys later here and the girls over at Midwest City. Three-pointer for Tate off, and that will do it. Bulldogs with a good season, state tournament appearance. Douglas will advance to tomorrow evening's semifinal matchup. Final score here from Southern Nazarene University. Douglas Trojans 68, Okmulgee Bulldogs 60. You're watching the best high school basketball and high school sports coverage in Oklahoma. CHSN. We'll be back with a post-game wrap-up after a few words from our sponsors.
Section to please exit to the west as quickly as possible. And those are the 2 exits closest to the main line.
Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories. Your community. Your government. Your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. You're watching CHSN, the Cookson Hills Streaming Network. And now, back to the action.
Today's game has been brought to you by Integrity Roof Plus. Integrity offers 35 years experience, BB accredited, licensed and insured, shingle roof specials. Call for details.
And we would probably do at least 2 games. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just those, yeah. Call 918-756-2529. Also brought to you by Quality Home Repair, commercial and residential, drywall and paint, exterior and interior, privacy fences and decks. All types of repair on your home. Guaranteed work. Call Tony Scott at 918-759-0155. First Family Federal Credit Union. Proudly serving our members since 1956. Located at 402 East Main in Henrietta and 100 East 20th in Okmulgee. Stop by one of our offices today or call 918-652-4407 or 918-756-8500. Also brought to you by the Beggs General Store, located at 103 Broadway Avenue in Beggs, Oklahoma. Call 918-267-4461. Greg Marriott, Certified Public Accountant, supports the Okmulgee Bulldogs, offering personal service and expertise, located at 215 East 8th Street in Okmulgee. Call for a free initial consultation. Call 918-756-9180. We're also brought to you by Harlan Ford, Built Ford Tough. Visit our new location on North Highway 75, 918-756-FORD. That's 918-756-2075. We're also brought to you by the Sonic of Okmulgee, with a happy hour every day at 900 East 6th Street in Okmulgee. Call 918-756-2700. McClendon Winters Funeral Home, serving Okmulgee County at 303 East 7th in Okmulgee. Call 918-756-1677. Today's game is brought to you by RPI, engines, pumps, compressors, automotive parts, and more. Located at 5401 Northwood Drive in Okmulgee. Call 918-758-0863. Also brought to you by Kern Street Collision Center, located at 420 South Kern Street in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. Call 918-756-3844. We're also brought to you by the First United Methodist Church at 8th and Seminole in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. We invite you to join them for Sunday school. Their Sunday school services at 9 a.m. and their Sunday services at 9 a.m. and Sunday school begins at 10 a.m. We're also brought to you by Easy Go Stores, an Oklahoma-based convenience store chain, and we're seeking a full-time maintenance tech. We offer the best benefits: 401k retirement plan, company vehicle, tuition and reimbursement, competitive starting salary, paid vacation, and sick leave. We also have insurance plans. Apply at easygostores.com/our-team. We're back briefly, folks. We're going to go over a few stats here for the last game, Douglas at Okmulgee. For Douglas, we had Mason, who led the team with 15 points. He had 4 rebounds and 3 blocks. Then we had Cyrus with 13. He had 4 rebounds and 2 steals. Then we had Edwards at 12 points, 1 rebound. Also scoring, we had Wilson with 10. Williams with 7. Walker with 3, and Hopkins with 4. I believe it was, Hopkins that got in. I think his 2 were those 2 big dunks there at the end of the game. Williams had 7 rebounds. And then for Okmulgee, Tate led the team with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal, followed by Simmons. He had 19 points. He had 2 rebounds and 6 steals. Robertson was next with 8 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals. Nelson had 7 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal and a block. Then Anthony Nelson had 3 rebounds and a steal. And that's your stats for the last game. Stay tuned for Centennial and Lincoln Christian coming up briefly.
We are back here ready for the tip. Lincoln Christian Bulldogs, Oklahoma City Centennial Bison. Of course, Darren, we haven't covered these teams, so we have really no idea what's going on. But
not a bit.
But by watching warm-ups, Centennial looks legit. I see why they're number 1 in the state. They look the part. Very tall, athletic-looking team. We'll get the starting lineups here momentarily.
To the Oklahoma State Boys 3A quarterfinals, featuring the visiting Bulldogs of Lincoln Christian. And the Centennial Bison. Now let's meet today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Lincoln Christian Bulldogs. Starting at forward, 6'1" senior, 00, Landon Brown. Starting at guard, 6'3" senior, number 15, Lewis. Starting at guard, 6'3", sophomore, number 20,
And we are ready to go. Centennial Bison, Lincoln Christian Bulldogs. We got the student section over here. Check them out.
Oh, yeah. That Lincoln Christian student section, yeah?
Yep.
Here we go.
We are ready to go here. Centennial Bison control the tip. Johnson to the bucket and 2 points in the first 3 seconds of the ball game for Centennial. Back up the floor, the Bulldogs. Three-pointer, Brugman. Got it. 3-2. Bulldogs. Johnson bringing the ball up the floor, the 6'4" guard. That was Brugman, number 15. Good trap here by the Bulldogs. Johnson, nice pass inside, lay in good. Number 5, Marshall with the bucket for Centennial. Brugman back up the floor, pass ahead, three-pointer, no good, rebound. Alexander, he'll bring the ball up the floor for the Bulldogs. Excuse me, for the Bison. Johnson, nice bounce pass inside, Marshall. Turnaround jumper, got it in the paint. Fast pace here for both teams early. 6-3, Centennial. Dribble drive into the paint, no good. Marshall with the rebound. Over to Alexander, and he'll slow it down for the Bison. Dribble drive, baseline. Alexander, good trap. Gets it out to LaCour. Johnson will set it up. Inside, Alexander gets a bucket and the foul. So Alexander will go to the line for Centennial. You'll see Alexander, number 3 for the Bison, at the line. No good on the free throw. Rebound by Wynn. Brugman at the point. Three-pointer, short. Rebound controlled by Marshall. He will set it up after LaCour. Johnson on the wing. Dribble drive, LaCour can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds off of Centennial. It'll be Lincoln basketball. 5:58 to go here, first quarter. 8-3, Centennial with the lead. Lincoln Christian advances it up the floor. Wynn, Stokes, Brugman pass inside, good look. Ball tipped up by Mantle, stolen by Marshall. And Johnson will bring it up for Centennial. LaCour on the drive, kicks it back out. Long three-pointer, no good for Johnson. Nice rebound inside by Wynn. The Bulldogs back into the front court. Number 00, Brown. Brugman on the drive. Nice kick pass. Ball swatted away, but the bucket is good for number 23, Strick, for the Bulldogs. And it's 8-5, Bison. Centennial back into the front court. Johnson. Alexander at the point. Three-pointer. Good for number 3, Alexander, for the Bison. Bulldogs back up the floor. Scoop pass, Wynn inside, bucket, and the foul. We'll see number 33, Wynn, go to the line for the Bulldogs. We'll see Reed Martin in for the Bulldogs. Superstar football player, Reed Martin. Free throw no good. Reed Martin, I believe, will be going to the University of Tulsa to play football. Ball tip, stolen to the bucket, blocked by Wynn. Marshall comes up with a loose ball. Bison will reset. Dribble drive, Alexander kicks it out. Jump shot, no good for Coleman. Back up the floor of the Bulldogs, three-pointer, got it. Strick for 3. (11-10), Centennial with the lead here, first quarter. Johnson with the ball, cross-court pass. Shot up, short, no good, loose ball. It's gonna be out of bounds off the Bulldogs. It'll be Bison basketball with 3:30 remaining here in the opening quarter. Centennial gets it in. Johnson through the lane. Finger roll good. Off the glass. Back up the floor. Dribble drive, laying good for Brown. 13-12, both teams up and down the floor. LaCour, 17-footer, got it. The Bulldogs back up the floor. Ball knocked out of bounds. That was Stokes, number 20, handling the ball for the Bulldogs. We'll see Brugman back in, number 15. We've got two Brugmans, actually. Number 2, I believe, out there on the, or number 4 out there on the floor is a Brugman as well. Yeah, it's Sam. And number 15 is Lucas. Bulldogs get it in. Martin with the ball. Baseline. Pass to Wynn. Wynn with a spin move. Shot no good. Loose ball controlled by Centennial. And Coleman will bring it up the floor for the Bison. Kicks it out. Alexander, spot up 3. Short. Rebound Wynn. Wynn passes it up the floor. Kicks it out. Reed Martin on the drive. Blocked by Coleman. And Johnson brings the ball down the floor across the timeline for the Bison.
Number's Coleman. What number's Coleman?
Coleman?
Number 1?
Yeah. Three-pointer baseline. Alexander, no good. Rebound controlled by Martin. And Martin will push it up the floor for the Bulldogs. Brugman for 3. Lucas got it. Second three-pointer of the afternoon for Lucas Brugman of the first quarter with 1:50 left. And it's 15-15 here. 1:45 left first quarter. Ball stolen. Wynn to the bucket. Gonna draw the foul on the shot. That'll be a 2-shot foul here for Wynn and the Bulldogs. Well, we got a whole row of camera people up here, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see Wynn at the line for the Bulldogs. First shot good. Got a score to update. Preston Pirates 9, Wright City 8 in the first quarter. So that's a good one over there, wherever the 2A boys game is. I'm not sure where that's at, but it's somewhere not too far away.
Yeah. Quite a bit of Okmulgee County teams are made it to state this year.
Second shot good. It'll be Centennial basketball. 1:37 left. Lincoln Christian 17, Centennial 15. The number 1 team in the state. Centennial trailing here in the first quarter. Bulldogs coming in here with an upset win off of Verdigris, I believe. Little fadeaway jumper for LaCour, no good. Rebound put back good for Marshall. And he ties it up. Yeah, Verdigris, number 3 in the state, didn't make the trip because they were eliminated by Lincoln Christian and Metro Christian.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's why they play the game, right?
That's why they play the game. Three-pointer. In and out. Rebound by Johnson. And Johnson will bring it up for Centennial. Three-pointer, Edmondson, no good. Rebound's going to be knocked out of bounds off of number 4, LaCour, and it'll be Lincoln basketball. Hey, Silver, let's get a picture of the student section down here. Check it out. Look at the Lincoln Christian student section. Yeah, check them out there. Got their red, white, and blue on. Very patriotic.
Yeah, they're a force to be reckoned with.
50 seconds left. Bulldogs. Brugman advances it across the timeline. Dribble drive into the paint. Lay in good off the glass. Number 23, Strick. Traveling violation on Centennial. Boston look a little flustered, don't they?
They are rowdy, man. They've got the college student section.
Yeah, yeah. Preston 11, Wright City 10. Of course, remember, Wright City was the team that put the Central Tigers, South Central Tigers, into the losers bracket in regionals. And then Central had to play, 5 games? They played 5 games in a row, and they finally lost that last one to Worcester in the area consolation semifinals. We got a turnover here by the Bulldogs. it'll be Bison basketball.
We would like to thank everybody watching and find out. We want to find out if we got any Lincoln Christian or maybe some Centennial folks out there. Chat in with us. And
Cross-court pass stolen by Wynn. Wynn lost it, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Yes, chime in if you're a fan of either of these two schools.
Yeah,
we go to the second quarter.
Let us know you're watching.
Yep, the Bulldogs 19, the Bison 17. You're watching high school basketball state tournament on CHSN. We want to thank our scoreboard sponsor again tonight, Mabry Bank in Okmulgee. Mabry Bank is my bank. They get involved, they give back, and they go beyond. Located at 101 East 6th Street in Okmulgee. Give them a call at 918-756-7910. That's Mabry Bank. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Bramatech. For backup point of sale and all managed IT services, give us a call at 479-431-6670 or on the web at www.bramatech.com. Tonight's broadcast is a presentation of CHSN Cookson Hills Streaming Network. We'll see our live stream, or you can check out our archives at www.chsn.tv. It's big time, folks, big time. Like the state tournament here at Southern Nazarene University, it's big time. Winner advances to the semifinals tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. We wish we could bring you that one also, but we don't have the video rights for.
We don't have the right initials.
We don't right for yeah, one of the right initials for that. I think they'll let you do radio if you're radio, but not live. They won't let you video it.
No video.
No video. Dribble drive, Brugman baseline, going to get fouled on the shot. So nice job by Lucas Brugman there on the attack, and he will go to the line to shoot two. Shot is good for Brugman. Second shot, good. And we'll see Martin back in for the Bulldogs.
Give Brugman a little bit of a rest there.
Ball tip, stolen. Dribble drive, shot up and good for Brown. Timeout on the floor. 7:41 left here, second quarter. Bulldogs 23, Bison 17. Upset in the making, and you're watching it on CHSN. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Easy Go Stores of Oklahoma, and they are currently seeking a maintenance tech based in the Okmulgee area. You know, if you're the ideal candidate, you need to have a working knowledge of electrical, plumbing, carpentry, and the ability to work independently. We don't want you to get hurt on the job. High school diploma or equivalent is a must, along with a good driving record. You know, they have great benefits, a very competitive salary, and you also get a company vehicle that you cannot hot rod around in. If you want to apply, go to easygostores.com/our-team.
Preferably not. Preferably don't any hot rodding.
Not in the company vehicle. That wouldn't be smart. But if you're a responsible employee, you're not going to do that anyway.
No.
Well, Preston and Wright City in a good ball game in the 2A state tournament. Preston 15, Wright City 12. That's in the second quarter. I'll tell you what, we got an upset going right here. Number 1 Centennial down by 6 here with 7:41 left in the second quarter. We appreciate everyone watching from Nebraska or wherever you're watching from. We've got viewers all over the place. Chat with us on the live chat. If you got any questions for us, go ahead and ask them, and we will do our best to give some kind of sensible answer.
Now you said you had there was possibly some people from Nebraska.
Yeah, I had a lady from Lincoln Christian said that She had some viewers from Nebraska watching as Johnson
Yeah.
draws a foul.
So if that's
shooting
you,
foul.
chime in, man. Chat with us. Let us know you're watching. If you have chat available.
Yep.
At the line shooting 2, Quinn Johnson.
Shot no good.
Returning from the Bulldogs, number 15, Lucas Breen.
Someone's watching the Brugmans. It's I don't recognize your name, but you can respond back and tell us your name, and we'll give you a shout out. Watching the Brugman boys. Lucas having a great first half there as Lucas has the ball after the Centennial free throws. 23-18. Bulldogs with the lead, and on cue, there's a turnover by the Bulldogs, and it'll be Bison basketball. 7:10 remaining here, second quarter. LaCour dribbles into the trap, back out to Alexander. Alexander back up the floor, skip past Marshall. Gonna pull up, shoot a 15-footer, and got it. Nice shot there by Marshall. Bison staying in the backcourt. Pressure. Lucas Brugman on the drive, kicks out, three-pointer. Good. Nice shot there by number 20, Stokes, for the Bulldogs. Marshall, Johnson, floater, no good off the back iron. Got his offensive rebound, pump fake, left-handed hook, no good. Third shot, good for Marshall. And it's 26-22. Ball going to be deflected out of bounds off of the Bison.
Returning for Lincoln Christian, number 4.
And it'll be Bulldog basketball here. 6:20 left, second quarter. (21-13) Preston in the second quarter against Wright City. Stokes on the dribble. Brugman, Wynn behind the back. Ball tipped away, stolen by Johnson. And they got a timeout. Smart play there by Johnson. And we'll take a timeout with 6:08 left here, second quarter. Lincoln Christian 26, Centennial 22. You're watching the state basketball playoffs on CHSN. Tonight's game is brought to you by Mabry Bank. Of course, they're the scoreboard sponsor tonight. We want to thank them because Mabry Bank is my bank. They get involved, they give back, and they go beyond. That's Mabry Bank. Go check them out in Okmulgee at 101 East 6th Street. Or give them a call at 918-756-7910. That is Mabry Bank.
Brad, I'm feeling a little bit better than the last broadcast.
You were hurting that last broadcast. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
When you gave me your headset, and I thought you were coming down with some kind of bug.
Oh, man,
But
I
I
know.
took your headset and gave mine to Coach Dreyer, you remember?
Well, I didn't want to get him sick,
Well,
you know.
I know.
I don't want to get
And I
you
took
sick
one for the
either.
team.
I don't want to get you sick
But
either.
I was really glad to hear that it wasn't some type of contagious virus.
Yeah.
So
I was glad, but then again, I wasn't glad because that meant I had to get my part of my body removed.
Marshall kicks it out. LaCour right inside the three-point line for two. Of course, you see the white line is the three-point line. The black line is the NCAA three-point line. So that's why there's two out there. But the high school line is the white one. So don't be confused. We're on an NCAA basketball floor. This is where Southern Nazarene University plays their home games. It's a nice facility, really nice gymnasium.
Yeah, very nice.
Three-pointer, way off for Brown, but it'll be out of bounds off of Centennial. It'll be Lincoln Christian basketball.
Lincoln Christian fans at home, get on the live chat with us. We'd love to do some Lincoln Christian football games. I mean, they're always really tough at football. Wynn on the drive, kicks it out. Three-pointer Stokes, short. Offensive putback in by number 00 Brown for the Bulldogs. Centennial back up the floor. 28-24 Bulldogs. 4:38 left here, second quarter. Little fadeaway jumper on the baseline, no good. Ball tipped up, controlled by Wynn. Wynn gonna advance it for the Bulldogs. Over to Brugman. Dribble drive, jump stop, left-handed shot, no good for Brown, but he will draw the foul. And that'll send Brown to the line for the Bulldogs. Preston 28, Wright City 18 in the second quarter, so the Pirates looking to advance to the semifinals in Class 2A. Of course, Tahlequah Sequoyah boys will play next here at Southern Nazarene University. I believe they're scheduled for a 7 o'clock tip, so it'll be in the second session of the evening.
Was his love for Preston.
Yep.
Boy, that dude.
Yep. He's a stud.
He was a force, man.
Yep.
There were two Loves on that team, weren't there?
Yeah, Colby Love and Case Love.
One was outside and one was
one's the
inside
6'5"
dude.
post player.
Yep.
I believe that's Colby Love, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Ball up the floor. Edmondson on the wing. LaCour, little up and under shot inside. Can't get it to go. Rebound by the Lincoln Christian. Nice dribble drive there by Streck, and he will draw the foul and go to the line for the Bulldogs.
At the line shooting 2, Reagan Streck.
First shot good for Streck.
Records don't mean a whole lot right now, Brad.
No.
At this point, anyway. Records and ratings.
Second shot, good. Win back in for the Bulldogs. 32-24. Lincoln. Alexander up the floor for Centennial. He'll dribble it down to the wing. Little zone here from the Bulldogs. No, Centennial ranked number 1 in the state. And Douglas number 2. And they could possibly match up tomorrow. Mantle for 3. Way off. Rebound by Martin. That's going to be knocked out of bounds. Douglas is going to be tough.
Yeah.
For anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, really beat a good Okmulgee squad that is really playing
athletic.
pretty well.
What an athletic group.
Yeah.
Dribble drive. We're going to get a whistle and a walk here on the Bulldogs. It'll be a turnover. It was on number 20, Stokes. Pass between the legs of Johnson, out of bounds. It's going to stay with Centennial. Kingfisher 36, Catoosa 24. That's for a state basketball tournament. Of course, we got Roland over there tonight. They're playing this evening also. Shot off, loose ball controlled by Alexander. You know what's crazy, Darren? The number 1 team in Class 2A already lost today.
Really?
They're done. Wewoka lost to Christian Heritage, and they're gone, the number 1 team in Class 2A. Also, Hera lost today to Victory. Three-pointer, good for Stokes. Timeout on the floor, 2:53 left here. Second quarter, Bulldogs in command. 35-24 over the Bison. You're watching
the high school basketball state playoffs on CHSN.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Integrity Roof Plus. Integrity offers 35 years experience. BBB accredited, licensed, and insured. Shingle roof specials. Call for details. 918-756-2529. Quality home repair. Commercial and residential. Drywall and paint. Exterior and interior. Privacy fences and decks. All types of repair on your home. Guaranteed work. Call Tony Scott at 918-759-0155.
Fort Gibson Lady Tigers victorious today in the first round over Newcastle 65-43. Holland Hall also over Washington in girls basketball. Washington over Holland Hall 70-56 also in girls basketball today. Dale, the number 1 team in 2A, with the win over Mangum. Three-pointer Mantle way off. Going to whistle and we're going to get a foul here on the floor. I believe it's going to be on Wynn. Long three-pointer for Mantle. Got it. You know, he hadn't hit the rim on his first two, but stepped out a little bit and drills a three from about 25 feet. Back up the floor. Brugman lost it. Pass inside, Wynn off the glass, can't get it to go. Marshall with the rebound. That's Coleman. Over to Alexander. Alexander flying, swatted by Wynn. Second shot, no good. Wynn with the rebound. He's going to get trapped, loses it. And Johnson gets an easy, uncontested bucket underneath. 35-29 Bulldogs. Stokes, ball stolen by Coleman. And the Bison are going to slow it down. Johnson. Alexander with the ball on the wing. Dribble drive, Coleman, floater, no good, but charging foul. That was number 23, Streck in there. Did a good job getting set and drawing the charge for the Bulldogs. Boy, sold it too there. Won the Academy Award. At least a Golden Globe, right?
Yeah, at least. Maybe a Dundee. Maybe got a Dundee or something, you know?
Yeah.
You know what the Dundies are, right?
No, I don't know what the Dundies. Is that a Crocodile Dundee?
That's the Office.
Three-pointer, good! Streck for three, 38-29 Bulldogs. 1 minute left here, second quarter. Back up the floor. Alexander into the front court for the Bison. They'll run the offense. Johnson with the ball. Stokes on Alexander, drives to the lane, no good on the shot. And we're going to get an on-the-back foul on LaCour. And it'll be Bulldog basketball. Halftime score, Preston 30, Wright City 22. So the Pirates in control in that game. Coach is saying a one-on-one situation here, and it should be for the Bulldogs. Where's that 2A at, Darren? Do you know? The 4A boys are at the at Edmond Deer Creek. The 3A boys are here. 3A girls are at Carl Albert. I can look. I've got it pulled up here.
Do you? Okay.
They're at the 2A girls are at Yukon for shot good, and the 2A boys are at Mustang.
Okay.
So Preston over at Mustang playing Wright City. The Preston girls play at 7 o'clock at Yukon, and they take on Cashin.
Win good on the free throws. Bison ball, 40-29, Bulldogs. Out of bounds, turnover on the Bison. It'll be Lincoln ball. 30 seconds left. Brugman in the backcourt. Advances it up the floor. Win up top. Man-to-man defense. 20 seconds. Streck with the ball now. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Streck still dribbling. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. Streck crossover to the bucket. Can't get it to go. Tip no good. LaCour, ball tipped, stolen by Brugman, and we go to halftime here. From Oklahoma City, Southern Nazarene University, Lincoln Christian Bulldogs 40, Centennial Bison 29. You're watching the best in high school sports coverage, CHSN. We'll be back after a few words from our sponsors.
Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. You're watching CHSN, the Cookson Hills Streaming Network. And now, back to the action.
Today's game is brought to you by Beggs General Store, located at 103 Broadway Avenue in Beggs, Oklahoma. Call 918-267-4461. It's also brought to you by Greg Marriott, Certified Public Accountant, offering personal service and expertise, located at 215 East 8th Street in Okmulgee. Call for a free initial consultation. Call 918-756-9180. And Harlan Ford, built Ford tough. Visit our new location on North Highway 75. Call 918-756-FORD. That's 918-756-2075. Sonic of Okmulgee has happy hour every day at 900 East 6th Street in Okmulgee. Call 918-756-2700. McClendon Winters Funeral Home, serving Okmulgee County. Visit us at 303 East 7th Street in Okmulgee. Call 918-756-1677. Today's game is brought to you by RPI, engines, pumps, compressors, automotive parts, and more. We're located at 5401 Northwood Drive in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. Call 918-758-0863. Today's game is brought to you by Kern Street Collision Center, located at 420 South Kern Street in Okmulgee. 918-756-3844. We're brought to you by First United Methodist Church at 8th and Seminole in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. They invite you to join them for Sunday service at 9 a.m. and Sunday school at 10 a.m. We're also brought to you by Easy Go Stores, an Oklahoma-based company. An Oklahoma-based convenience store chain is seeking a full-time maintenance tech. We offer the best benefits: 401k retirement plan, company vehicle tuition reimbursement, competitive salary, paid vacations, sick leave, insurance plans. Apply at easygostores.com/ourteam.
Time is over. Lincoln Christian right now up 40-29, trying to pull off the upset over the #1 ranked Centennial Bison. And man, what a game. Lincoln Christian shooting the ball really well, playing good defense, really outplaying Centennial right now, playing harder.
Streck's got 12 points.
They just want it more.
He's leading the team right now.
Johnson, three-pointer, got it. 40-32, Bulldogs. Brugman in the backcourt with Stokes. Good trap. Brown with the ball. Dribbles through to the bucket, left-hand lay-in, no good. Loose ball. Marshall pulls the rebound down. 36-28, Preston over Wright City right now in the third quarter in Class 2A boys action. Three-pointer, Coleman, no good. Rebound by Marshall. Alexander for three, no good. Coleman comes up with a rebound. LaCour kicks it out. Pull-up jump shot, no good for Coleman. And the Bulldogs come up with a rebound. Streck, number 23 with a board. Bregman pull-up three, no good. Bison back down the floor. Alexander into the paint. Up and under, got it. And the bucket. And Marshall will go to the line for the Bison to complete an and one here. Shot no good. Rebound by Brown. Brown dribbles out of the pack. Gonna whistle. We're gonna get a foul here on LaCour.
Brad, we got a referee from Okmulgee right over here sitting at the media table.
We do?
Yeah, the guy that was doing the Okmulgee tournament. Made it on our highlight video.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pass inside, win. Shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Marshall. Well, Marshall is a rebounding machine for the Bison.
Him and Johnson are leading the team with 10 points, and he has 7 rebounds. Marshall
Ball
does.
stolen by Stokes. Ahead to Brugman. Brugman, nice pass. No good. Missed the foul there by Johnson. And Johnson back up the floor. Alexander on the drive. Finger roll, no good. Rebound and put back by Marshall is good. So Marshall, I tell you what, cleaning up the boards for the Bison. 40-36, ball stolen by Marshall. We're going to get a whistle and a foul here on Streck.
And it'll be Bison basketball. 5:49 left, third quarter. Bulldogs 40, Bison 36. Timeout on the floor. You're watching the best high school basketball coverage anywhere. CHSN.
We'd like to thank our scoreboard sponsor tonight, Mabry Bank. Mabry Bank, my bank. Gets involved, gives back, and goes beyond. Located at 101 East 6th in Okmulgee. Call them at 918-756-7910.
Wilson is the official call of all OSSAA championship games and championship series events. Visit www.wilson.com for all your sporting goods needs.
Little vanilla ice going on in here. What do you think about that?
I like that.
Are you chilling?
Sure.
LaCour, Johnson, nice passing up the floor. Marshall with the bucket.
I'm more down with mineral ice these days, though.
Dribble drive, Brown can't get the lay in. Marshall with another rebound for the Bison. Johnson back up the floor. Alexander steps into a three, no good. Ball tipped up. Marshall with another rebound and putback. Marshall is controlling the basketball game on both sides of the floor. Streck, lay in, no good. Rebound Alexander, up ahead. Coleman misses. Tip in, no good. Rebound Stokes, and Stokes brings it down the floor. Streck for three, long three-pointer, no good. Rebound Marshall. Marshall's got to have, Marshall's going to finish with 20 boards in the game.
He's got 11.
Johnson's going to set up the offense.
I think he had 5 at the half. I think he's had 6 just.
Wow, ball knocked out of bounds off of, looks like off of Brugman.
Into the game for the Bulldogs, number 4, Sam Brugman. Number 14, Reed.
Sam Brugman in for the Bulldogs, number 4. Preston up 40-33 on Rat City in the third quarter. Bison moving it around. Alexander drives baseline, kicks it out. Johnson down the paint, little one-handed shot, no good. Long rebound controlled by Coleman. 40-40, ball knocked out of bounds off of Streck. And it'll stay with the Bison with 4:02 left here in the third quarter.
It looked like he got grabbed.
Yeah, there's a lot. This game's physical. It's a pretty
like
physical
he got
game.
just grabbed and yanked back.
Alexander dribbles it up top. Johnson dribbling the ball up top against this Lincoln zone. Alexander on the wing, dribble drive, loses it. We're going to get a whistle and a blocking foul here on, I believe that's going to be on Brown, number 00. And it'll stay with the Bison here underneath the bucket with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third. Tell you what, Centennial's really played good here in the second half. Little pro hop, one-handed shot, good for Alexander, got the roll. And the Bulldogs back up the floor offensively, trailing now 42-40. It's been a long time since the Bisons had a lead, but they do now, and Brugman's gonna set up the offense here for the Bulldogs. Pass inside to win. Streck, nice pump fake, up and under, can't get it. Rebound LaCour. And the Bison are going to slow it down and walk it up the floor with a 42-40 lead. 2:50 left, third quarter. Bison going to be patient here offensively. Three-pointer good for Alexander, 45-40. Bison. Brugman pump fake, going to draw the foul on the shot. So we'll see Lucas Brugman go to the line for the Bulldogs. 42-36, Preston in the third quarter with a lead over Wright City. That's at Mustang, 2A quarterfinals. First shot good for Brugman.
Entering for the Bison, number 0, Fontaine Edmondson.
Second shot on the way, got it. Stokes back in. Lucas Brugman gonna get a breather. Johnson back up the floor for the Bison. Drives baseline, loses it. LaCour picks it up. Inside, blocked by Wynn.
Returning for the Bulldogs, number 15, Lucas Brugman.
45-42. Bison with the lead. Coleman, Johnson for three. No good. Marshall, offensive rebound, can't get the putback. LaCour comes up with it. Inside, misses. Marshall missed a dunk. We're going to get a whistle, and it's going to be out of bounds. Actually, we're going to get a foul. We're going to get a foul on the play. It's going to be on Wynn, number 33. And Marshall will go to the line. First shot good. Second shot good. Brugman back in for the Bulldogs. He brings it up the floor. And he will carry it. Be a turnover. (47-42) Boston. Johnson on the attack. Finger roll lay in good. Pressure defense here from the Bison. Half court man to man. You see Brugman kick it, stolen by Johnson. We're going to get a foul on number 20, Stokes. The Bison are just really starting to take control.
Yep.
Here against the Bulldogs. 55 seconds left here, third quarter. 49-42. Bulldogs. Wright City making a ball game of it over there at Mustang. 46-43. Preston with a lead. Well, it makes you just kind of want to. I just kind of want to have a team in every site.
I know, right?
And go do like a game at every site.
Be able to just well, it'd be nice to be able to just pick and choose.
Yeah.
Just let's go to here and
Right.
yeah, it'd be nice.
Alexander. Pass to Coleman. Step back, jump shot. Got it. Nice little step back J there for number 1, Coleman. And Brugman dribbles it up into the front court. Pass inside. Martin going to draw the foul. We'll see number 14, Reed Martin, go to the line for the Bulldogs. Martin, I believe, signed a letter of intent to play football at the University of Tulsa.
Really?
Yeah, really good football player for Lincoln Christian, has been.
He looks like a football player.
Yeah, you watch him out there on the court, he loves contact.
Yeah.
First shot good for Martin. Second shot on the way. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs. Streck, three-pointer, short. Rebound out of bounds off of Marshall.
You know,
and it'll be Bulldog basketball.
Yeah. I don't know what it really says, but that Martin's free throw was the first point off the bench for the Bulldogs.
Saying your bench doesn't do a lot. Stolen. Alexander, ball blocked. Doesn't get a whistle as we out of bounds. Martin came in and blocked the ball. I don't know. Crowd's going nuts. They've missed a few calls, but not sure about that call. Whistle outside. We need a foul number. Foul's going to be on Alexander. Yep.
I think he was on the line down here. He's pointing at the line.
Out of bounds. Yep. You can see Wynn checking back in for the Bulldogs. 51-43, 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. We'll see if the Bulldogs can get a shot off here to end the quarter. Brugman, Stokes, 4 seconds. Stokes, three-pointer, no good. We go to the fourth quarter here from Southern Nazarene University. Centennial Bison 51, Lincoln Christian Bulldogs 43. You're watching the high school basketball state playoffs on CHSN. (46-45), Preston up 1 point in the fourth quarter in the 2A playoffs. We want to thank all of our sponsors tonight for the state playoffs. Of course, we're proud to bring them to you. Good win by Douglas earlier. They'll advance to take on the winner of this game tomorrow evening in the 3A boys semifinal, 8 o'clock semifinal here from SNU in Oklahoma City. Wright City just took the lead 47-46 in the fourth quarter.
That's over Preston.
Yep. I want to thank everyone watching at home also. Chime in if you guys want to hit the live chat. Go ahead and ask us a question or send us a comment. We'll reply. We'll give you a shout out. Thank all of our viewers. Stolen. Coleman with the flush. Pass inside to Win, knocked away. Marshall comes up with it. Johnson, long three-pointer on the wing, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Marshall got a hand on it, but couldn't corral it. And it'll be out of bounds. It'll be
Lincoln basketball, 53-43. Bison in control. Looks like it's going to be a Centennial Douglas matchup tomorrow in the semifinals. That'll be a good one. Well, I don't know. Douglas is tough.
Yeah, real athletic, and I mean,
shot way off by Brugman. We're going to get a loose ball. We're going to get a jump ball situation on the floor. Tell you what, Preston behind by 3 now. Wright City 49, Preston 46 in the fourth quarter. That Wright City team very athletic.
How much time's left in that game?
I don't have an update on the time. They do that in football. Squirtle does, but not in basketball. Up the floor, whistle, and a foul here on the Bulldogs.
His first person was 6th team foul. At the line, shooting 2, Marcus Alexander.
Alexander at the line for the Bison. Free throw good.
Returning for Lincoln Christian for 33, Brandon.
Second shot, no good. Martin with the rebound. Martin into the front court. Over to Brown. Brown dribbles it to Brugman. Pressure, Wynn with the ball in the paint, spin move, shot up, and good. And the foul. So Wynn will go to the line to complete a three-point play here for the Bulldogs.
Foul was on number 2, Quentin Johnson, his second personal, 14 foul.
Wynn's free throw, no good. Rebound, Marshall. Marshall with another rebound. Mantle for 3, no good. Nice rebound, put back, no good for Alexander. And Strick comes up with it. Bulldogs going to push it. Up the floor, Brown gets blocked. Putback is good. Good job by Brown staying with the play and getting the putback for the Bulldogs. 54-47. 6:04 left. Mantle back down the floor. Alexander in the corner. Ball tipped. Alexander comes up with it. Spin move, one-handed shot. No good. Back up the floor, Brugman. Through the bucket lane is good. 54-49, Bison.
Well, look at that. Look at this crowd over here. Student section.
Dribble drive, Coleman, floater, no good. Wynn with the rebound. Out to Streck.
I've got numbers.
Nice pass. Martin can't get the lay-in. Kicks it out. Streck for 3. Got it. 54-52. Timeout. 5:13 left. Fourth quarter. Bison 54. Bulldogs 52. You're watching 3A Boys playoffs on CHSN.
5:13 left here, fourth quarter. Bison basketball, Bison up 54-52. Tell you what, Bulldogs trailing here, and they're coming back. LaCour back in the ball game for the Bison. Alexander with the ball. Down the court, Coleman. One-handed jump, nice little spin move by Coleman. Stokes to win, back to Stokes. Stokes into the paint, lay in, good. 56-54. Backcourt pressure here from the Bulldogs. LaCour, 10-second violation on the Bison. Bulldog basketball, Wright City 52, Preston 51 over in Mustang over there. 2A boys.
Got a good one over there,
Yeah,
too?
I got a dandy over there. Number 2 ranked Wright City, and Preston's ranked number 7. So great first round matchup. Well, Lincoln Christian brought a lot of fans, didn't they?
Oh, they did. A lot of fans, a lot of fire, man.
We got a whistle. It's going to be a turnover. Looked like it was Streck got tripped up there. Martin was looking for him. .420 left. LaCour back up the floor to the rim. Lane is good. We got a whistle. Looks like Wynn is injured. Looks like he might have got hit in the face on that lay-in there from LaCour. Both players went up there and looked like he got hit maybe in the mouth. Looks like he's going to wipe it off. Might have some blood on the floor, but not sure. Doesn't look like it.
Might have rattled his teeth a little bit.
So Martin to throw it in here for the Bulldogs. Yeah, you want to keep those teeth as long as you can keep them. You know. Martin with the ball. Martin inside, ball knocked out of bounds by Coleman. It's going to go back to the Bison, though. It looked like it was deflected out of bounds.
Yeah, I think the bench is saying it was deflected.
58-54. Bison with the lead. 3:57 left here, fourth quarter. You're watching the Class 3A Boys State Quarterfinals live from SNU here in Oklahoma City. Johnson with the ball. Little extended zone here from the Bulldogs. Over to Alexander. Johnson just going to hold it out there as long as possible. Bulldogs going to have to trap, and they do. Skip pass, stolen by Streck. Up the floor, stolen by Marshall. LaCour dribbles it up. Back to Coleman. Coleman with the runner, got it. Coleman's played really well for the Bison off the bench. We got a whistle here and a foul on. Looks like number 1, Coleman reached in, but they're not going to get him with a foul. They're going to get, yep. It is going to be on number 1, Coleman. That's his third personal. Win back in for the Bulldogs. 3:03 left here, fourth quarter. 60-54. Bison with the lead.
Bison's head coach is still over there pleading his case.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout. Centennial 60, Lincoln Christian 54. 3:03 left, fourth quarter. You're watching the 3A Boys Quarterfinals on CHSN. Want to thank our scoreboard sponsor tonight. Of course, you can see them up top and on the side there as well. Mabry Bank. They get involved. They give back, and they go beyond. That's why my bank is Mabry. Go see them at Mabry Bank, located at 101 East 6th Street in Okmulgee, or give them a call at 918-756-7910. And again, the Easy Go stores, they're looking hard for a full-time maintenance technician to be based in the Okmulgee area. The ideal candidate will need to have a working knowledge of electrical, plumbing, carpentry, and the ability to work independently. High school diploma or equivalent is a must, along with a good driving record. You get great benefits, you get a competitive salary, and you get that company vehicle with the Easy Go stores. You can apply on the bottom of your screen there at easygostores.com/our-team.
But no hot rod.
What is it?
No hot rod.
No hot rod in that company car.
No.
You know better. That's like you, Darren, hot rod in the old company car.
No, man.
Did you drive today?
I didn't.
You didn't?
Well, we drove the company car, but I had no chance to drive over there. Yeah.
You like sitting back and relaxing, don't you?
Well, my gut's still a little bit sore, and
yeah.
You know.
Streck on the drive, kicks it out. Three-pointer Stokes, got it. 60-57, Centennial. 2:45 left. Backcourt pressure here from the Bulldogs. Alexander crosses the timeline behind the back. Over the head of Johnson, stolen by Streck. Lay in, no good. Tip in by Martin, no good. Streck comes up with it. Brugman, step back three. Got it. Wow. Tied up. Lincoln Christian battling and fighting their way back.
Was that Bergman?
Yep, Brugman for three. Back up the floor, LaCour. 2:06 left here, 2:07 left. 2-3 zone, Alexander inside, LaCour draws the foul, can't get the shot, but he will go to the line for the Bison to shoot two with 1:59 left here in the fourth quarter. Wright City 54, Preston 52, fourth quarter. Over in Mustang, Class 2A boys. First shot good for LaCour. 61-60 Centennial. LaCour at the line for his second shot. Got it. 62-60 Bison with the lead. 1:55 left. Brugman into the front court. Drives into the lane. Finger roll, no good. Rebound, Coleman. Coleman's going to advance it. Pass knocked away by Martin, but Johnson comes up with it. Johnson over to Alexander. Splits the double team. Scoop pass, LaCour laying good. 64-60, Bison. Bulldogs back up the floor. Stokes through the paint, laying no good. Rebound, Marshall. And they're going to foul Marshall. And we're going to see number 5, Marshall, go to the line for the Bison.
Number 20, Caleb Stokes, his third person, 18 fouls.
First shot good. Second shot on the way for Marshall. Misses. No, got the roll. 66-60, 1:20 left. Lincoln Christian back into the front court. Brugman, Streck thought about it, shoots it way off. Martin with the rebound. Martin, nice cut by Wynn. Bucket no good, but he does draw the foul, so we'll see Wynn go to the line for the Bulldogs.
Personal foul against the Bison, number 1, Derek Coleman.
To shoot two here. Foul was on number 1. That's Coleman's 4th for Centennial. First shot on the way. No good for Wynn. Second shot, good. 66-61, 5-point lead for the Bison. Up the floor, quickly to Alexander. Pass knocked out of bounds by Streck, good hands. Centennial basketball. Shot by Coleman, no good. Marshall on cue with the putback and the rebound. Ball knocked away. Martin with the ball. Going to get a reaching foul on Coleman, and he's done. Coleman will foul out.
Personal foul is the Bison number 1, Derek Coleman, his 5th personal, 17.
We'll see number 14, Reed Martin at the line. Wright City advances with a 56-52 win over Preston.
Wow.
In the 2A quarterfinals. Wright City again ranked number 2, so very quality basketball team there out of Wright City, and super athletic team also, really athletic.
But beat a quality basketball team.
Beat a quality Preston team who was ranked 7th. Yep.
They gave Okmulgee, who's a class above
Stokes.
them,
Rebound and putback.
everything they wanted in that Okmulgee tournament final.
We're going to get a whistle here, and I believe a foul on Brugman, I believe. 68-63. At the line, Johnson. First shot good. 69-63, Centennial with the lead. Second shot good. Bulldogs advancing up the floor, down 70-63. To the rim, Stokes can't get it. Loose ball controlled by Johnson. Johnson's going to get fouled on the sideline. So Johnson will get a couple free throws, and Bison looking to advance into tomorrow's semifinals. Looks like they will, to face the Douglas Trojans here at SNU. First shot is good. Second shot, no good. 8-point lead, 71-63. Stokes back up the floor. Floater, no good. Rebound, LaCour, and he's going to get fouled. And that will probably do it if he can hit a free throw.
These last few trips up the court, though, they really haven't got a even. It seems like they haven't even tried to get a good look.
No, haven't got a quality shot. Just rushing it, kind of, pressing and not getting a good quality look. LaCour at the line. First shot good. Second shot, no good. Martin with a rebound. He'll push it up the floor. Three-pointer Brown, no good. Loose ball out of bounds off of Lincoln, and it'll be Centennial basketball. 72-63, 9-point lead. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul here on Lucas Brugman. And that's going to put Johnson on the line. So the Bison will advance and take on Douglas tomorrow, number 1 versus number 2 in the state semifinals.
Should be a dandy.
Should be a good one. Still to come tonight will be Sequoyah. Sequoyah Indians playing Kingston. And then that is I believe that's the first game this evening.
Yeah.
And the second game would be Metro Christian and Star Spencer. And that'll round out the 3A boys games for the first round. Second shot good. 74-63. Martin pull up three-pointer off the glass, no good. Rebound by Marshall, and that will do it. Final score, Centennial Bison, 74. Lincoln Christian Bulldogs, 63. Stay with us. We'll be back with a post-game wrap-up after a few words from our sponsors. You're watching the best high school basketball coverage on CHSN.
Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. Your stories, your community, your government, your local teams. We cover the stories that matter to you. We are your local newspaper. We live and work in your community. We know our news matters to you because it matters to us. Your Okmulgee Times. News that matters to you. You're watching CHSN, the Cookson Hills Streaming Network. And now, back to the action.
We are back here live from SNU. Final score 74-63. Centennial Bison get the win. They will advance to the semifinals tomorrow evening here at SNU, and they will take on the Douglas Trojans. Battle of number 1 and number 2 in Class 3A. Should be interesting boys matchup. Again, the opening game tonight was Douglas and Okmulgee. Douglas advances with a win over Okmulgee. What do you got stat-wise for this Centennial Lincoln Christian game?
Well, Centennial, Marshall had your double-double. He had your 22 points, 16 rebounds, 3 steals. Next was Johnson with 17 points, 5 rebounds, couple steals. You had Alexander with 13, LaCour with 11, Coleman with 8, and Mantle with 3. Let's see, Coleman had 5 rebounds, as did Johnson. That's what I counted. They probably had a lot more than that. As far as Lincoln Christian, Stokes led the team with 16 points. Brugman, that's Lucas Brugman, had 15 points. Streck with 12, Brown with 10, Wynn with 14. Martin had 1. He was their only scorer off the bench. Martin only had that 1 score off the bench. Not really rebounds to speak of. Wynn did have 3 blocks, though. He had those 3 blocks during the game and a couple steals. So Wynn had a really good, seemed to look like he had a really good game there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are asking for your cooperation.
I think that's about it, buddy.
Well, a good win for Centennial. They will match up against Douglas. Now, we don't have the rights to do semifinals and finals games unless magically they come to us and say, hey, we want you guys to cover them. So we won't be back tomorrow evening for the quarterfinals. Now, we may stick around. I don't know. We may be live here in a bit for you guys still watching. We've still got a few viewers on. We may come back and do some later games this evening. I'm not sure what we got on schedule, but we appreciate everyone watching at home, and we appreciate our sponsors again, especially Mabry Bank, who sponsored the scoreboard tonight. We appreciate you guys. We wish you guys would do it every game for us.
Yeah.
And the Easy Go stores, thank you for your sponsorship. We hope you guys find a maintenance technician. We did our best to help you with that, so good luck with you guys. We got a lot of viewers today, so
we were even going through the crowd saying, hey.
We were trying to get you a maintenance tech. Hey, but if they drive the car crazy, the company car, you can't blame them. You can't blame us.
No, you can't.
Can't blame us.
We made sure that they know no hot rodding.
And we miss our other two crew members this evening, or this afternoon. Jim Alderson, of course, he does color and some stats, and Chris Locklear, our main stat guy. We miss them two guys. You know, they're not here. They had to work today, and you know, hopefully they worked hard, but they probably didn't. They probably would have worked more here than they would have worked. But hey,
I think Jim may be home sleeping. I think he said
he was sick.
Yeah,
so, but Jim's sick every week. I mean, that dude's a sickness.
He needs to take some emergency
needs
vitamin C or something.
He needs some vitamins or something.
Yeah,
some Centrium Silver is what he needs.
Yep.
Anyway, we appreciate everyone watching at home. We still got 16 viewers watching. We thank you guys for watching. Chime in, chat with us, you know, and look for us to be on. You know, if you subscribe to our Facebook page and you click on the little bell there for notifications, you will be notified every time we have a live stream, and you can check in. So we appreciate you guys watching at home. For the crew, good job, Chance, tonight. Silver did a great job on the camera. Darren, you filled in, you did stats, and you did some color. Good job there. For Darren Crawford, I'm Brad Cameron. We will catch you later. We thank you for watching. CHSN.